It's my boy Josh right here.
What's up? How are you?
Hey, he just did a special for y'all. We ain't never had that. That boy can't see what the club feels today. What's good? This is your boy DP. We back with another episode of Listen to DP podcast. We got two special guests on today. Got my boy Josh Hicks. My boy 2Live Craig. He told me don't use the last name. That's the government name. So we're going to keep it at 2Live Craig. But before we start, we want to always make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. Shout out to our partners, Mr. Cajun Daiquiri, home of the 1999 Shrimp Bowl. Hey, Craig didn't even get out the dough before he sipped it. When it turned back to the owner, was like, good Lord.
Good Lord.
Hey, so if you're in Florida, look up Mr. Cajun's, I promise. They got you. The food killer as well. First, I got my man, Josh, to the right of me. Mr. 3Hunnid Fitness. Not only have you seen him doing his football training videos, you see his fitness videos of what he did with the ladies, the guys. If you hear just you ain't by your phone, just know it's him. And if it ain't somebody that took what he do. So go ahead and just give him a little bit about what you do, man, what you from, whatever you want to tell him.
Shit, I just like he said it. He said, I mean, I train football players, but it goes more than just football players. It's more than that. Like when you get them, like when you get them, especially the youth, high schoolers for sure. When you get them, it's not just training them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta teach these boys life lessons as you go on with the training. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these boys just, their mindset there, but then again, the other half of their mind is elsewhere, leading them astray. You know what I'm saying? So you always gotta, when I do my training, I really try to grasp and get them boys real quick and let them know. Like, I get them ready for college anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I don't want to take too long though.
No, you good. You good.
Like when I get them though, like high school from whatever, man, I get these boys ready for college. I talk to them crazy. That's what's gonna go on. That's what's gonna happen.
But it's out of love though. I'm just trying to get you ready. That's crazy.
It's out of love for sure. But they, at the same time, they gotta get tough love at the same time.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Cause this world ain't gonna show you no love at all. You know what I'm saying?
When you get there.
So boom. That's really it, man. I'm gonna go ahead, Craig.
Go ahead, 2Live Craig. So before I told them they gonna introduce themselves.
Oh man, you gotta bring all
we got to. Craig said, no, I need you to introduce me, DP. I said, so you just want me to say this name, but like, well, what I do is unique. But I said, tell them what you do. So tell them what you do, Craig.
Man,
Because it is very unique.
at the end of the day, I like to think of myself as three things. I want to be somebody that adds value, I want to be a resource, and somebody that can create a space for my people to elevate, right? So when we created the 2Live Late Night Crew, mainly, I've been working with a lot of guys in the league and in college and high school as a quarterback, throwing for them whenever they need to get extra reps in, going to training sessions. When receiver coaches call me and they need somebody to come throw, they call me, I come out, I work with everybody and try to add value in that sense. So over time, I've created a lot of relationships and people that I care about, people that I consider family, and so part of that role is like whenever they need me to be there in any capacity, I'm there, right? And when we started 2Live, the Late Night Crew, it was the energy that truly made me feel like I was alive.
Yeah.
And it was this experience where I was around a bunch of people that I cared about, that I shared a passion with, and it's competitive. Everybody's making each other better. We're all pushing each other to another level. There's a little bit of drama, a little bit of hate, a little bit of anger, a little bit of
That's sports, ain't it? That's sports and life.
Football.
It's life.
It's football.
Sports life.
But the thing that brought it all together was a brotherhood, right? And so it was something that truly made me feel like I knew my purpose in life. And my purpose was to add value, be a resource, and create a way for my people around me to elevate. And so that's kind of the way I operate. So when anybody calls me and we've got a group together that wants to go run routes, do what I can to throw. I'm old now. I'm getting up there at 37, so still slinging a rock. But I'm always there. They know I'm always gonna be there when they call.
Gotcha. So my question to you is, you look like you done said that a million times. Why you want me to do it for you? You see how smooth he done came out with it? He like said, I'm doing things, I'm a resource. Come on, man. That boy done came with the whole presentation. Come on, talk your stuff. That was smooth, but hey, you better not never let nobody introduce you if you don't want to do something. If you won't do it like that, that's reserved for you.
It took a lot of time reflecting on what I wanted in life.
Yeah.
So it took a lot of time for me to grow up and find my purpose. And once I found my purpose, I tried to put words behind it. Like, and I wanted to live.
Was shit compared to this.
Hey, running back, rewind.
And it's like, I finally discovered what makes me who I am.
Exactly.
And that's what 2 Live has become for me. It's like, it's not just like a name anymore. It's actually what I try to live every day. Try to be there for guys if it's somebody in the league that just got cut, or somebody that's trying to get to the next level and they're struggling, they're hitting a wall and they feel like everybody's doubting them or somebody's against them. And so I try to wake up intentionally every morning and live my life by those principles. So yeah, it does come off easy because it's what I remind myself every day. I'm telling myself every day, how are you going to be a resource? How are you going to add value to the people around you? How are you going to make your people elevate today? What are the things that, weird how that happened, right? And that's what 2 Live is. 2L, but
I like that.
That's how long you've been
don't got no.
There's more purpose to it. And that was the thing is, it's like when you find that value, that road where you're supposed to be on, right? And this is why I love him so much. Because anytime I've ever been around him at his sessions, I feel alive. It's the energy he puts off. It's the energy that he brings to everyone around him. He makes everybody around him better. Why would you not want to be around that? Whether it's on the field, off the field, it doesn't matter. You want to be around people that are going to make you look at yourself and say, okay, how can I make myself better? Because I got to be like them.
That's real. Like I said, that's what we're all here for. It's to make other people better. Like I said, we wouldn't be sitting in a dental office we wouldn't have a facility. We wouldn't have 2 Live. We wouldn't have 3Hunnid Fitness. He wouldn't be a teacher. He wouldn't be doing what we are doing if we weren't trying to help other people.
Your whole job too is be a resource, add value,
in the school
elevate.
I don't work at a regular school. I work at the alternative school.
Oh,
where kids who they get kicked out of their school to come to mine.
Which makes it even
I'm
more
like
important.
I'm like big brother, big uncle.
Yeah.
To some of them kids. So like I do get a few of them, more who they graduate or something. I'm one of the first people they tell.
Right.
So yeah, that is different. So that's what, like you said, purpose. That's what I'm doing. I'm here regardless of what position I'm in. If I can help, if I have 100 kids, if I can help one,
right,
I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Absolutely, and it's not, it's not for, and this is what it was for me. Like for a while there, I struggled. It was like I don't know if I want to do this, if I want to do this for money, or if I want to what am I doing it for?
Exactly.
And then when I realized it wasn't about money, it was about the purpose. Then that became my full focus. I dove in 100%.
That's
like
exactly how I am as a teacher.
It's worth more than any money in the world could ever fucking give me. You know what I mean? Like seeing people shine, seeing people elevate, seeing people go to a different level that they didn't think existed, and now they're just doing it like it's normal. It's like, okay, well, now I see why I'm here.
You have that ability to learn little things about yourself, you from the younger generation.
Absolutely.
Like they bring different things out you. It's just,
and
it's just one of the things that you just thankful for, because there's people out there struggling with that. Little things and just positive energy, and it's just I'm gonna wear a smile on my face regardless. I may be hurting, but because I wanna still be that positive energy for somebody else.
Right.
And it also keeps me positive by staying there.
Right.
So let's get a question for you, Josh. Mr. 3Hunnid. What got you rolling into where you're at now? So obviously we play Little League, we play high school, we play college, people playing the pros, but like he said, it still takes people a while to find what they want to do, what their passion is. No matter if you played at the highest level, that's still football. And some people play football because there's money there and they're good, not because they love it, right? Like we've all played with guys that are really, really good in the league too. So what kind of got you into the space you're in right now to get the passion behind it that you show every day? Where's your workouts? What people look forward to when they watch the videos? Where did that come from?
Oh man, I can't lie, bro. Like, it came from prison, bro. That's what really got me to just. That's what got my mind back right. I said like that. That was like me going to prison was like a blessing in disguise. Even though it's fucked up that I went. You know what I'm saying? It's still in my eyes, and people that know me, people that really know me, people that know that what was going on, you know what I'm saying? They know shit that me going there saved me. You know what I'm saying? Probably saved my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause I did not curl up at
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Bro.
Yeah.
It was bad, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. I didn't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Anything and everything that could have got done, that needed to get done, or if I needed it, it was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But I say me going down there is what really. I mean, I was already an athlete anyway.
Yeah.
I was a good ass athlete in high school.
Play with Deion and them, right?
Good. I was a good ass athlete in high school. You know what I'm saying? Bro, damn, I caught a pistol case my senior year in high school. That really took away a lot of scholarships that I did have, you know what I'm saying? So boom, when it came down to it, when I was leaving high school, damn, who I had left? I ain't had nobody left. All the schools was gone. So boom, that's when me and Deion trained me all throughout high school. He trained me all through. He started training my sophomore year. So boom, that's when Deion found this prep school in New York, Milford Academy. That kept me playing football. It was really just, okay, you lost all your schools, you get this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get this year to get your grades up, get your scores right, boom, then everything come through. So boom. My grades wasn't, my ACT, SAT score wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? So, come back out on me, I catch this pistol case. I was fucking with this little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, boom. Man, come down to it.
No said.
Yeah, man. So it was shit just ended bad. Shit just got bad. Shit ended bad. So boom. Next thing I know, I'm with my partner, man. My phone going off, but I don't answer. I've never answered numbers on.
Exactly.
You ain't programmed. I've been like that since high school, though. Yeah.
To this
I've been like that. So if you ain't programmed, I ain't answering this phone. I don't even know you. So boom. But my phone keep going off, all different numbers. So many different numbers. I'm like 214 her, 469 her, 817 her, who the fuck all this in calling me. You know what I'm saying? So boom. Come to find out, I went on ahead and answered one of them. Like, nigga, fuck this shit, calling me. Oh yeah, woo, yeah, we gonna get you, woo. Man, hold on, man, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Come to find out, this little old chick, she done called some of her little partners, you know what I'm saying? They got a little clique or whatever. So boom, they looking for me.
Yeah.
Me in my right mind, I know you boys ain't gonna find me. And then if you come over here where I'm at, you really in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But boom, I say fuck it. I go grab me a pistol. Boom, I'm with my partner. Pull up to the store. Go grab me some gauze. We still in high school.
Hey, boy, tell them the story.
Hey,
Hey, boy, tell them the story. How old are you now?
I'm 33 now.
33. He telling the story as if he's 35. He's 33 now. He was 17 when he's 18.
No, boom, saying, as soon as we pull out, and it was probably nothing but God, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as I pull out the gas station, lights come on. Man, what the fuck? Car smell like dope, I know it do. So boom. Pull that out, probable cause, you know what I'm saying? He found 357 up under the seat, fully loaded. Boom. So I already knew right then and there. I looked at my partner, I was like, man, bitch, go ahead. That's right. They could take me, so boom. Go down there, man. It's a week before graduation.
Yeah.
So it's like, we really in like, damn, we can't leave this motherfucker in here because shit, he gotta graduate.
Yeah.
But he need to learn a lesson at the same time, you know what I'm saying? But he gotta graduate.
Yeah.
But then for my mom and them, they don't want to miss me walking across the stage.
Yeah.
So I bond out, boom, boom. I feel like I ain't in no trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just
So like I ain't in no trouble.
Yesterday.
Boom. I'll let go on, man. I'm going to Milford. Now I'm going to Milford in New York.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta fly back every first of the month, every Thursday, going to court for this motherfucking shit, man. So boom, going to court, fighting this, boom, do. I'm fighting this case all the way till I get to Purdue.
Yeah.
It's the end of the football season up there. I done ball, did my thing, boom. Purdue, FIU and Purdue was my last schools that I had, boom. I wanted to be on TV.
Yeah. Facts.
Point blank period. That was the reason why I chose Purdue. I wanted to be on TV, bro. FIU, no disrespect. I mean, you probably a good school or whatever, but you get one TV game back then. That was Miami. You know what I'm saying?
FIU was the first school I ever played in college. First game of my career. T.Y. Hilton me and T.Y. Hilton were true freshmen. So yeah, that was like the only person I knew from FIU. But yeah, that was our first. But that was the game in KU. We were scheduled first. Yeah. You know, KU, we scheduled who we know we gonna be.
Y'all supposed to blast.
So
we already know. You're supposed to blast them. But anyway, they got one they got one TV game, Miami. Purdue sorry as shit. We got Ohio State, TV. Michigan, TV. Michigan State, TV. Whole Big Ten, TV. So boom, that's all I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I get up there, bro. I'm balling in practice. I had the same mindset. My mindset, the same street mindset that I had, shit did not leave me. You know what I'm saying? So I really wasn't going to class like that. I can say it now. I was up there robbing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I was like, if you around campus, I done got cool with you, or you not on the football team, or even if you're on the football team and I don't like you.
So anybody can get it.
What? I didn't curl, fam. That's the thing. I didn't curl.
Yeah.
If you was on the football team and I did not like you, you could get it, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't come in. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So boom. So
Nah, we supposed to be.
man, so I say this. It come up to like week 7. It's week 7. We got Penn State. Junior running back, he go down. Jason Taylor, I remember. Jason Taylor go down. They got Sheets. He the senior. They got a junior, but Frank, but he really like a fullback-ish type.
Yeah.
They got 2 sophomores, 2 freshmen. I'm balling in practice, so you can't deny the film.
Yeah.
Can't deny it.
This guy don't lie.
You can't deny the film. I'm balling. The whole defense, the defensive coach love me, because I'm making them boys work. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So boom, they pull out my red shirt. Penn State, it's week 7, man. Penn State, I'm getting ready. Man, these motherfuckers, I get in trouble the same week. I get in trouble the same week, and the trouble really just wasn't on top of me not going to class like that, and they got the record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers not even telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They telling me, but they ain't really on my ass about it. They just like, "Hey, man, start going to class."
Yeah.
All right, coach.
I ain't going to
12 games later.
Let me take my pocket. I'll make you. I can't get on to me until I think about the team. The boy said, you ain't about to remember my coach about this.
I'm like, man, all right, coach, I'll go for that. But, bro, I wouldn't. I was probably going to 2 classes. I remember when I got there, I dropped 2 classes.
Oh, y'all?
Yeah, because one teacher was talking about 15-page papers and shit. Well, hey, that's school.
I know it.
Hey, listen, that's school shit. Like, I could do it, but it wasn't for me.
It wasn't that I couldn't do it. I just wasn't interested in
Yeah,
it.
it's shit like,
I want to be on TV.
what kept me in school anyway was football.
Yeah.
Like, football kept me there. Like, if it wasn't for me being in sports and playing football, running track and shit, I wouldn't never gave a fuck about no school, fam. That just wasn't me. I did not like school. I liked being around them females, and that was it. Females and sports. You know what I'm saying?
Females and TV.
Yeah, man. So boom, man, I get in trouble, and like I said, at the time, when was this? Like 2000? It's 2008, 2009. So, like at the time, well, now that I'm older and I can sit back and look at it, you know what I'm saying? It was probably enough. You know what I'm saying? But man, I'm going out like the way they had the shit set up, man, it was juniors and seniors, after practice, juniors and seniors go down and eat first, then sophomores and freshmen, you know what I'm saying? So boom. By the time the sophomores and freshmen get down there, we got like 5 minutes to eat, then we got to run the study hall. We're not finna be doing that shit. Then we get late to study hall, then what? Y'all waking us up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I already woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning 3 times this year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to keep doing that shit, bro. So boom, I found a way. I was like, bet. My boy AJ was a junior. AJ used to always throw me his keys. I'd go to McDonald's, go give me something to eat. I'd go down there, sign in, boom. Man, get her get a little cup of fruit, I'm upstairs.
Yeah.
You niggas can be like, not Jay Hicks. So boom. Man, bro, I go down there, it's a new lady checking us in. You know what I'm saying? So boom, she's like, what's your name? I said, man, I ain't supposed to be down there right now. My name Josh Hicks, number 34 right there. She was like, oh yeah, you're a freshman. I was like, yeah, I ain't supposed to be down there right now. I just need to get my partner keys so I can go woo.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I said, okay, bet. She was like, well, I can't allow you to walk over there, so you just try to get his attention or whatever.
Yeah.
Try to call his name. AJ, bitch. He's like, oh yeah, bitch, I got you. They on the table. Can I go get him?
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't go over there. No. Alright, man. She was like, well, you can't wait down here just too much longer. I don't want to get in trouble. It's her first day. I think, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you ain't about to get me fired, nigga.
Yeah, so bro, I turned my back to her, and I just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Waiting for this man to get these keys. Man. I don't know what you on, lady. Boom. She come over there and touch me on my shoulder, though. I remember. She came over there and touched me. I turned around and I snapped.
Yeah.
I called her so many names. I don't know what I called her. But I called her so much shit. She ain't probably never heard it anyway. She a white lady from Indiana. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all bad. It's all bad. So boom. Bro, this happened on a Tuesday. They probably knew about it. I'm still going to practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't tell nobody till Friday team meeting.
Yeah.
Bro, kicked me out the team, took my shit, whoop the whoop. They said, Jay, go down. We heard about the altercation, whoop the whoop. Coach Tiller, he dead now, but it was his last year.
Yeah.
So he ain't give a fuck no way.
Yeah.
It's my last year head coach. I'm finna kick you niggas off the team. You niggas out here fucking up, I'm finna kick y'all off.
Yeah.
So boom. He kicked me out. We heard about the altercation. We don't have this at Purdue football team. He stand me up. Everybody thinking, okay, damn, yeah. He stand me up, start saying some bullshit. So I block him out. I'm not listening to that shit. All I heard was we don't have this on Purdue football team. You know what I'm saying? Then boom. Shit, that was the end of that. Go downstairs. He said, go clean out your locker. I go down there to my locker. My locker already cleaned out. Y'all already had this shit clean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm fucked up. I called Deion. Deion do not answer.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he done already called. I'm thinking they had already called Deion and told him the news, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I called Deion, he don't answer. Call him again, he don't answer. I called him probably like 3-4 times, bro. This man don't answer, fam. I'm like, dang. I gotta call the T-Jones now. I'm trying to call him first, trying to
figure it out.
Yeah,
Help me with this.
I'm trying to get some shit, man. I know I fucked up. Come on, man. Now I gotta call T-Jones, get him the bad news. Yeah. That ain't shit they can say. You know what I'm saying? So boom. Bro, long story short, bro, I ended up going back home, bro. My first day back home, I don't even go home. I gotta get some money.
Yeah.
That's the first thing in my mind. I gotta get some money. You know what I'm saying? So boom. We ain't even gotta get into all them details. We can get straight to the question, you know what I'm saying? But me going to prison is what really brought, like, it got my mind back right. You know what I'm saying? I was a good athlete, bro. Ain't no telling how far that shit could have went. You know what I'm saying? But I was a hell of an athlete. But when I went to prison, bro, me going to prison, I say my first year down there, I was still hard-headed, though. I was fighting this shit. Got into it with the captain. All that shit. Man, fuck you, captain. Who the fuck? Man.
That boy.
Me and the captain got into it my first day on the unit. I remember my first day on the unit, bro. I'm walking down the little line. Boom. I got my shoes tied, my shit tied a certain way with the flap out, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look a little fly.
No matter where I'm at, I gotta make the best of the situation.
He look, hey, tie your shoes. I look over. Can't be talking to me. I'm wild.
That's the go-to, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he ain't talking to me, he's over the shoulder. Supposed to be talking to you, bro.
He said, hey, you. Point me out. What's up? And come here. You don't know how to tie your shoes? I said the shit. They look tired to me. He's like, nah. Who taught you? You ain't got no mom and no daddy? I said, hell nah, I ain't got no mom and no daddy. Now what?
How old are you when you in here now?
I'm 21, 22.
21, because you went to school, high school, then to prep school, then produced about 21.
I was 21, 22.
Okay.
I was in between there. So,
Okay.
boom, I'm still, like I said,
Good, you stepped that same man. I want all the smoke with anybody.
I ain't worried about it. I'm not hurting. So boom, me and him get to it. He sent me back to my pod. The next day I get some little note. It's like it's kind of the I-60, you know what I'm saying? But it's the shit that they give you for give you little job applications or whatever around the unit, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I get an I-60 to come to his office. Go to his office. Hey man, not too many people stand up to me like that. What you calling me down there for? I'm letting you know you finna start working for me. No. I don't wanna work for you, man.
Yeah.
Why not? Man, we just got into it the other day. Yeah, I don't wanna work for you. Hell no, you gonna make my time hard. You don't know what the fuck you got planned. You might try to do some shit to give me some more time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you got planned. You don't give a fuck about me. You don't even know me. So boom. Long story short though, Cal ended up being cool as a bitch, dog.
Hey, waiting for it.
I knew that's where it was going.
I said, this gonna get real good.
Me and Cap ended up getting cool as hell, dog. When I say me and Cap was cool, man, Cap, like for a year and a half, man, my time was good, bro. Like, cause me and Cap, like, bro, Cap would come get me 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, just to get out the pod. I'm around the unit like I'm an officer.
Yeah,
I'm the captain.
you feeling good.
Man, I'm eating their food and everything. I promise
I know you right there.
I'm eating.
You ever seen Shawshank Redemption? You ain't
Come on, bro.
Come on, you up there
I'm eating their food, I'm chilling. Other laws, they hated it. So boom, they all band together. I say about a year and a half, they all band together, they get Capitolo off the unit. So boom, when he go off the unit, guess who all their eyes on? Well, they gunning for me, fam. When I say they gunning for me, like, first off, the way I was moving, that shit dead. That shit dead.
I'm back to regular.
I'm in the pod. Gotta get my hustle on and everything. I'm in the pod, bro. So boom. But like just little bullshit. I remember one morning, bro. They called, and I should have known something was up, fam, because Captain Tovar gone. But they kept like his little captain squad. It was like 4 of us. You know what I'm saying? They kept us. You know what I'm saying? So boom. It was one morning. It was like 12 in the morning. They called us out to come do some work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we ain't tripping. We trying to get out anyway. You know what I'm saying? So boom, we get out, do some shit. We come back. It's like 3. That's breakfast time.
Yeah.
So boom, we come in. I get in my pod. Everybody go to separate. I get in my pod. My whole pod lights come on. I look to the other pod, and nobody else lights come on. It's breakfast time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody else lights come on. Boom, they coming out pod. Everybody strip down. We gotta search. Man, what the fuck is y'all on, man? I'm finna take a shower and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Y'all trip. We gotta strip out. Woo. I know I ain't got shit on me. You know what I'm saying? We gotta strip out. Woo. They let us back in. The sergeant, I remember, Sergeant Garcia tried to get me. Sergeant Garcia, bro, I remember. Bro, he come in that pod, he say, man, if you get a case tonight, it's gonna stick. That's all we
So
say.
you already know what they are.
If we call your name, we call your bunk, and you get a case tonight, it's gonna stick. So boom. I'm like, okay, well, I ain't got shit. They called about 4 other bunks, and they called mine. Whoop, Josh Hicks, whoop. Go to the sergeant desk. Man, what the fuck, man? Y'all come on now. Y'all ain't. So boom, I get down there. They say, this is my case. Tattoo guns and tattoo paraphernalia and shit like that. So boom, long story short, bro, they run my case to the captain. I get to the captain. My captain gone.
Yeah.
Get to the whole new captain. But he been there. And he know how I move around the building. You know what I'm saying? So boom, he get the case. He say, man, Hicks, I don't believe it's you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna believe it's you. Cause all your other trouble, it just don't add up. I said, yeah, Cap. So come on, man, we gotta throw this out or something.
Yeah.
He said, but nah, we gonna run this.
Like, I ain't gonna say you don't believe it.
He sat there and told me that shit. He sat there and told and still ran. Put me on restriction. 60, 60, 60, 60. 60 days no phone, 60 days no commissary, 60 days no rec. I'm inside. You know what I'm saying?
60 days.
Yeah, but long story short, bro, me going to prison, like I said, me going to prison, they got my mind right. Cause when I after that year and a half, like of me just really bullshitting, I remember it was an old school nigga that came in that motherfucker. He was from Oak Cliff. He was like, look out, youngster, I've been seeing you, whoop de whoop. He's like, man, how much time you got? I mean, I got 5 years. He was like, man, it's cheap. He was like, bro, you done already did what you had. He was like, bro, you done did what you had to do. He was like, you done had your fights, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. They know you ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, bro, just chill. When he told me that, I said, yeah, you know what? I need to take my ass home. You sure goddamn right. So boom, I start chilling, bro. I faded all the way back. I finally make parole. After 3 years. I come home, bro. But my mindset, like I said, my mindset coming home anyway, because I was in there working out. Like, after that, I'm back in my athlete mindset now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there working out. I'm in there running, jump rope, doing everything. You know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker, you gotta be creative. So that's where a lot of my creativity came from in the workouts. A lot of my workouts.
Cause I be looking at your stuff and like, I'm not doing none of that.
Well, like in there, you never know you're gonna go on lockdown. Like I'm saying, like it could be something happen right now, boom. Boom, they gonna lock down the whole unit. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. And then you got an annual lockdown that comes every 6 months. So you're gonna be locked down for a month or 2 months. It's really however long they want you to hold you down. You know what I'm saying? So boom, that's annually. Every 6 months, you finna. That's automatic. The whole state of Texas, all you motherfuckers getting locked down. We gotta count you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
When somebody escaped, we don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How long do they lock you down for?
A month or 2.
Just
Like
count boys.
solitary?
Inventory.
Man, bro, I was on a 5,000 man unit. So you gotta think about it. I think it's like 7 or 8 5,000 man units, and it's like a lot of them 3,500.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we ain't even talking about just them. You gotta get the smaller ones too with like 200.
Yeah.
The ones with like 1,200. The ones with like 1,500 at the safe units and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of prisons in Texas. So I kind of understand it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, god damn. Then it's week 1, day 1.
Yeah.
So week 1, day 1, it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You get your little meals that come through. And week 2, day 1, you finally get the shower. So your first whole week, you in that bird bath and let your shit up. If you sell a guy, you beat him the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You beat him up. You know what I'm saying? You let the shit up, do your little bird bath, let your celly go over there, do this thing. But in that, the whole time, you just in there. So boom, bro, like I said, bro, like me being in that, and not want to go back, not ever want to go.
You done seen all this, like you like I gotta change, cause
And then the shit's so gay, fam. Like it's so many punks down there, it's so crazy. And that's the shit I do not ever want to be around again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit just crazy, bro. Like the hardest nigga you ever think in life.
like I said, like you see some of that stuff on like the movies and stuff like that, where it be like some
That shit
hard
real
cats and then it's like
That shit
they,
real life.
I guess you and like I said, I can't speak to it, but man, cats like lose hope and like I ain't getting out. This is like I said, I can't speak to it, but I would assume
That
that's
shit
what it
real
is. Like I ain't never getting out. I gotta make the best of a terrible situation.
You got people down there. You got people down there like really ain't got no support system outside. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got no money coming on your books.
So what about like, so you saying no support system and this and that. So what is it like when you get that 60-60, when you ain't got no commissary and you can't call nobody for 60 days? So now you just between them walls and like, so
Well, in my
before
case-
that, do you get like a call every day or whenever?
Nah,
how's that go?
nah,
like when do you get those calls?
Like in my case, I'm saying like this, the 60-60, like you may have a partner in there. You gonna have most likely have a partner anyway.
Yeah.
So he'll do the thing, whoop the whoop, call his people, you know what I'm saying, and tell his people to call that person over the speakerphone and boom, boom. But you just gotta hope the phone don't catch it. Cause the phone will catch it. As soon as it catch it, they'll
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You gotta hope the phone don't catch it. But me personally, I wasn't worried about talking to nobody.
Yeah.
I just needed to eat.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried about talking to nobody. I was strong enough to not talk to nobody. I ain't need to talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't worried about that. My main thing, I stayed with food though.
Yeah.
So I really, like, anytime I got in trouble and went on lockdown, I stayed with food. I stayed with food. Cause every time I went to the store, I'm finna get a whole bunch of everything. I'm finna bust my whole ticket. If you spend $85, I'm finna bust this bitch. Cause I don't know when we going on lockdown. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
If I wanna gamble, I can gamble and make some more money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can gamble and make some more. So, if I lose, I lose. Fuck it. That's just what go with it. But if I come up, I'm coming up. If I come up, I'm coming up. So, I wasn't really worried about that. Then if it really got bad for me, like, when I went in there, bro, like all these tattoos you see on me, bro, I already had.
Well, like I said, once again, we go back to, boy,
That's what I'm
17,
saying.
18, 19,
Yeah.
that boy.
So,
So he had
boom.
straps,
Like, all these
smoking,
tattoos. When I went to prison, bro, I already had all these tattoos.
Yeah.
So they already knew. When I got down there, they automatically affiliated me with the Bloods. You know what I'm saying? I got down there. They made me take the picture. They classified me as a Blood because they saw certain tattoos. I told them then. I said, man, you can't just.
Tell me who I am.
You can't tell. You don't even know me, lady. Yeah, I remember who it was. It was a lady. I said, lady, you don't even know me. How can you just? Well, I know the tattoos. Whoop. So boom, they classified me as soon as I got down there. You know what I'm saying? So
Put you in a specific.
yeah, but of course, man, when you get down there, you see that. You see, it ain't like how you. I mean, in some places, yeah. As soon as you get through the door, you know what I'm saying. But where I was at, man, they saw hey man, well, shit, we do what we gotta do, but hey, listen out. And none of y'all you not from Dallas, you from Fort Worth, you from Lubbock, you from Amarillo, and none of y'all speaking for me, fam. I speak for my own anyway. We gonna get that shit cut right off the bus. We can fight about it if y'all want to.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? So boom, coming at them like that anyway, that's respect. Oh, okay, we see how it is. And if y'all wanna fight, we can go ahead and fight. But y'all, and none of y'all finna, no, hell no. I speak for myself. We can abide by the laws as family, how it's supposed to go, but I speak for myself. Y'all ain't speaking for me. Shit no. That's not how that shit finna go.
I'm just wondering if did you ever get the keys from AJ?
The what?
The keys.
Car
The
keys.
keys from
Hey,
what key? Fuck the
I
key.
never got them motherfucking keys, dog. I never got them keys, dog. But AJ was the one that grabbed me and said, come on, man, we can't be doing this. So I just did it. AJ came up like, come on, run out. Ain't you tripped out.
So that's crazy, but like, so I understand, like I said, where you going, like, just your mindset and this to, so now we can easily see why they're so, because just when you speak about it, for one, the reason why I wasn't gonna start with any of that is because that, yeah,
I
well,
don't want to fight. I don't want to
but
fight.
now for real, like athletes need to really hear that. People need to really hear that.
Yeah.
And like for you to be so open about it, like it's amazing because there's somebody that's even way better than you could ever think about being. That's gonna end up in that same situation. But there's maybe somebody that might be that $100 million, $200, $300 million man that watches this and be like, you know what, I am going down that path. And you're in a great situation now, but your dream was to still write, on TV. And then if you want to be on TV at Purdue, quite sure you want to be on TV with the Cowboys, the Saints, or somebody else higher.
Now it is.
Hey, but I still made it to the TV.
You want to lot of
I just didn't want to listen to that. So that's crazy because now, like I said, just listening to that story and like I said, you know, I did my research. That's why y'all both here today. Because while I'm doing the research, I was like, you know what, they've done stuff together. I know this will be a good thing to put together. But I know just from listening to you now why your videos sound like they do. Why when you train, you look like you do. You work like you do because you're a passionate guy, right? So not only did you have, and that's the thing that we teach our young athletes, right? Just because you have passion, it can be good or bad. Just because you have emotion, when you have emotion, it can be good or bad. How are you channeling that? Because to me, the same way you're talking now is probably the same way you talk then, maybe a little worse, but you still gonna cuss, you still gonna say, but it's in a positive way, right? That's the thing. You ain't lost none of that passion. You ain't lost none of that drive. You ain't lost any of the, we can do whatever needs to be done, but it's channeled in a way to where I'm helping myself and helping others. So salute to you on that because like I said, I was over here listening just because I've had players that I actually played with. That's actually how I got to varsity football. When I was a sophomore, I was probably going to be on JV. We was at our athletic banquet, and our head coach gets a phone call from our janitor. They got such and such. Our two best players on the team. One was ranked number 3 in the nation in his position. The other one was number 7 in his position. Robin boys. Never. If y'all ever seen like that Tim Tebow when he was in high school, the little ESPN like documentary, they're gonna do that on one of our guys. So for you to say that, I've witnessed that with guys that I knew as well. And if maybe they would have heard you back in 2005 saying that, they don't do that, right? So, but sorry to do this to you, Craig, but tell us. Give us something. You won the introduction. Fight back.
I don't even want to talk about me, man. I kind of want to talk about like.
But you gotta tell us like just kind of what, like, so we know what led you to it, but like just some of the background of like what you might have saw or what you did like in school, high school, college, that even just kind of gave you like that passion or that direction to get to where you're going. So
I don't think any of it was until about 2 years ago, to be honest.
Okay.
Nothing that, you know, I was still 2.5 years ago, I guess it's 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I was still kind of like not really moving with any direction, you know, like been an athlete my whole life, you know, did everything I wanted to do, and I still just didn't feel like I was living my purpose, like I said. So finding that led me to, you know, realize and kind of understand like who I was and what I was trying to do. And so like now, you know, like I don't like to talk about me because it's not about me. But you know, I've got so many kids and so many guys that I just feel like have grown over the past few years that I've got to watch, and I really just, I wanted to get on here and talk about them and like talk about, for instance, Jimmy. You know?
no, I was literally, that's why I was thinking, I'm about to literally say, I'm about to say, if I say Jimmy Triller, what comes to your mind?
Yeah, and the crazy thing about Jim is like, that kid doesn't duck any kind of smoke.
I see.
At all.
Yeah.
That kid,
boy
nothing,
Jimmy.
all he wants to do is work. You know, and it's a crazy thing to see him so like focused and locked in, because when we first met, obviously, I don't know, it's the story behind Jim is just nuts.
Yeah.
So last summer when we had 2 Live really rocking, you know, one day I can't remember what was going on, but I get a message on Instagram, and it's from Jay Trillo, whatever.
Yep.
Didn't have a picture, didn't have like any kind of videos. I had no idea who this kid was.
Yeah.
Absolutely no idea, right? And I was kind of struggling, honestly, at the time to kind of figure out like what direction I wanted to take 2 Live in. You know, like, yeah, we're doing one-on-ones. Yeah, the videos are cool. Yeah, the pictures are cool. But like, how do I make this to where it actually makes a difference?
Exactly.
And so that was kind of the struggle last year, was trying to juggle it. And I know we had a lot of talks about it because there was a lot of like internal drama that I was dealing with, right?
Gotcha.
From trying to like branch out and do something that I felt like would be, you know, I felt like would add value to people around me. And some people didn't see it that way, and that's fine, right?
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for other people's views of how I'm trying to do things. But my whole intention was to help everyone around us. And I know I approached him about it too, and I was like, look, there's a way we can do this where we all just kind of we set a table and we all eat at it together. You know, we can all eat together, just helping each other, like create this ecosystem of we take care of the people. That's it. I've got resources, you've got resources. Let's put them all together and let's create something special, right? So Jimmy, he messages me and I'm like, I don't even know who this kid is. I had no idea. He just said he was from Chicago. He was in town. He was going to the SMU camp, and he wanted to come run ones with us. And I'm like, don't know who this kid is. Not sure if he's going to be any good. We got a lot of people that are obviously D1, NFL, like.
Y'all got some boys that come out.
So I'm like, I got to be kind of careful who I bring into this situation. So I'm like, you know what? Let's take a chance. Fuck it. Go ahead. Come on out, right? So he gets there and he walks in and. I'll never forget, he had a purple Midwest Boom shirt on, a white bandana wrapped around his head. I think he was wearing like yellow cleats or something. And he looked like, I mean, I gotta be honest, he looked like the Karate Kid to me. You know, like that's what it did. And I'm like, who is this dude? Like, yeah, I'm just like, who is this guy, right? So we get going, you know, we're throwing him, you know, as soon as we start, we're getting routes on there and just kind of like seeing everything. So I'm like, all right, the kid can run. He's all right. He's decent, good hands. But he wasn't like, nothing stood out. Nothing like jumped out.
Just looked like a receiver.
Right. So, you know, obviously he was skinny too. He was super skinny. So we get into the ones, and I remember he went against Jordan Lewis, and Jay Lou stuffed him.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's about to get bad, right? And he was like, no, let's go again. Boom. So he ran one. Like, okay, cool. Then he goes up against Quay. And y'all know Quay's gonna be Quay. Quay jams the shit out. He was like, fuck, I'm gonna go again. And that was the moment I was like, oh, wait a minute.
That's something about
This kid's got something special to him, right? So he leaves that night. 2 weeks later, he emails me or messages me again, DMs me on Instagram, and he's like, yo, I'm actually gonna move to Dallas. I'm like, what? No way, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, I told my mom that I want to get down there and I want to train with you guys, and you know, getting to meet Daz and be around everybody was just, it was amazing, and I feel like I have to be there in order for me to get to the next level. I'm like, all right, you know, cool, whatever, right? So I'm like,
you're not moving, but okay, whatever.
Yeah, okay. So that Friday, that fucking Friday, I'm in the indoor at SMU waiting for everybody to get in. This dude walks in the door, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck is he doing here? Then his mom walks in behind him, right? I'll never forget, long blonde hair, kind of heavy set. She walks in, she was like, so you're him, huh? And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, well, my son said I had to be here, and he had to be here to get to the next level, so I quit my fucking job, and here we are. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah. I was like, so what do you mean you quit your job? And she was like, well, he said that, you know, I needed to get him down here. He wanted to live here. He wanted to train with you guys, so here we are. And I was like, oh my God. It felt like the whole weight of the world was like,
just
right on my shoulders, right?
And this kid really moved. We're like,
and I'm like,
what am I supposed to do now?
No pressure, right? No, it's just, yeah, what do we do here? So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Okay, well, now I got more work to do, right? So now I really got to figure this shit out. Sense of urgency, because, you know, now I've got somebody's entire life, entire future, like, in my hands, and I've got to make sure that I put him in the right position to succeed, right? So summer goes well. He ends up going viral, right? Everybody's looking at him. Everybody's talking about him. And then, you know, I got him training with everybody under the sun. Got him in with Josh. Got him in with B. Whitey Receiver Factory. Got him in with Route Guy. Got him in with Delfonte. Got him in with everybody, as many people as I could, because I thought, okay, if I take this kid and I get as many tools put into his tool bag as possible, there's no way he fails.
Yeah.
So anybody and everybody around that I knew was going to be able to add value to his game, I'm like, hey, I need you to work with. You know, I'm paying for sessions out of my own money just to try and make sure that this kid, like, you know, got everything he needs. And the crazy thing about it is, no matter what we've done, it's all him. Because he goes in with the mindset like, I'm going to get better.
Yeah.
I have no choice but to get better. He watches film nonstop. He's sending me messages all the time. I'm talking like at least 5 times a week. Yo, what do you think about this route? Yo, what do you think about this release? Yo, what do you think about this route? What do you think about this coming out of my break? And I'm like, this kid's really on it. You know,
Obsessed with it.
he's obsessed.
That's
He's obsessed. He's obsessed, and he already knows like what he wants to do with his life. He's not the kind of person that's gonna look at like how many junior and seniors in high school are walking around going, nah, I'm not. Literally, my life is football. Football is my job.
And I can tell how he approaches it. Like,
Yeah.
and it's crazy that you like just some of the stuff that you said because it resonates with me so much. For one, shout out to him and mom because I remember when I posted them, it went super big on TikTok and on my IG.
Yeah.
When I started doing all that, and his mom actually reached out to me and was like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And like I said, so you can just tell how locked in she is. Ear to the ground, just anything that's going on with him, you know, she's on it in it. And why I say it resonates with me so much is we had a kid, Dylan McGill. They went to the U.S. Army camp in San Antonio. His freshman year, he did pretty good. He was just freshman. You know, a lot of good athletes go down there. So she says, "Hey," to a random person, "Where do y'all go for, you know, training or whatever and on all that stuff?" She said, and then they say, "Oh, we go to this guy named David Patterson out in Dallas." And he asked her, "Where do y'all live at?" She says, "Altus, Oklahoma." So that's 5.5 hours away from us. So I get a random email. She said, "Hey, message say this was before the right after U.S. Army because it's always in January." So she's like, "Hey, I think in February when it warms up a little bit, we're gonna drive down from Altus and train with y'all." I look up. I've never heard of Altus, so I look it up. It's 5.5 hours away. So I literally read the email. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And she tells me the date on a weekend, right? And I'm like, you ain't driving 5.5 hours to come train. So the day before, she's like, "Hey, we'll be down there tomorrow." So I had to cancel plans because I hadn't heard from her for about a month and a half, but she kept the schedule she told me. Long story short, we train Saturday, Sunday. They come back down the next week, Saturday, Sunday. She's like, "Hey, every other weekend we're gonna come, Saturday and Sunday." And I kid you not, we would train 6 hours on Saturday, 4 hours on Sunday. She said, "I don't care what I gotta pay you." Boom, boom. 6 hours Saturday, 4 hours Sunday. Did this for like 3 months. She's like, "You know what?"
God damn.
Yeah, like literally. So we would do like 3-hour sessions where we would do speed explosion. He was a quarterback, do quarterback footwork, quarterback movement, throw the ball, finish. Then we would do like a sand workout and lift and all that on that. And then we would kind of backdoor with two sessions the next day. So she's like, "You know what? My son's been growing not only as an athlete, but as a young man, he's maturing." We were just talking. I think we want to move to Dallas. Mind you, it's her husband, and 3 kids. So I'm like, "Okay, well, that's cool. I can tell you what school to go to." So she's like, "No, where do y'all stay at?" They moved 30 seconds from where my apartment was. Moved down there, right? Long story short, they have some family stuff going on. The mom, the dad, the 2 kids go back to Altus. We let Dylan, mind you, I never met Dylan until the second semester of his freshman year.
Yeah.
Don't know this kid. He lives with me and my parents for 3 years.
Wow.
Ends up going D1 to Minnesota for a scholarship. So now he's at Pitt State. Now we have transitioned, moved from quarterback to receiver. But yeah, literally, never met this kid in our life until he came to the first session. Within a year, he was living with my parents for 3 years. Literally, he just went back to Pitt. So when he comes down to Dallas, he stayed with my parents. And all them, he called my mom and dad, grandma, grandpa.
Look at God.
Like that, so that resonated with me. So like I had the same similar situation, but this kid moved in. For 3 years.
It's like, it's wild.
It's crazy. So salute to you, because I know how much that takes to be like, wow, somebody I don't even know, and you just say to me, because like, if you're going to do that, I don't even have to know nothing more than you about you than that you were willing to move down to Dallas to give yourself and your son and yourself a better opportunity. And
Absolutely.
And that's all I need to know about you right there.
It's taking a bet on her child, right? Like, as a quarterback, right? Like, if I see a one-on-one situation, obviously right off the bat, I'm thinking my guy's gonna beat her, right? So it's kind of the same situation because she believed in her son so much and knew that he could do whatever he wanted to do that she took the chance. And so it started to resonate with me because, I mean, I now I look at him like he's my little brother.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I love the bond and I see y'all was out in Florida together.
Jimmy is son.
Nah.
You can see it.
I've grown to love the kid in a way that's like, man, all I want to do is just see him win, you know? And that's part of the whole brotherhood of Tula, because there's so many people that I look at as my brothers that I want to see win. Josh being one of them. Cam Looper,
That's
balling,
right.
always. Just needs an opportunity. James Harden needs an opportunity.
And I love how we have so many guys that are intermixed between all of us.
Yeah.
And so it makes it even better because I'm like, oh, I see Cam. I see
Mike,
James. I see Mike. I didn't even know
Yeah.
White Mike.
White Mike.
So mind you, so it's so funny.
White Mike.
So it's so funny because I'm seeing him online and my brother's like, we trained him. I was
I
like,
used to work with.
when did we train him?
Yeah.
So but
White nice.
right when Roy City was built, before the high school game,
Yes.
they were all in middle school. So all the top guys, like the quarterback, him, all of them came over there with me, and I was training them because I had their quarterback out there. And then Devin and my homeboy, like I was always busy, so I'm always kind of like in my thing. They were a little more free, so they would then go out to Royce or go here, there, move around. So they started working with him a little more.
Yeah.
So I didn't remember. He said, I remember I posted the video of him. Just off of love. I don't even like, because he looked so different from when I was training in 7th and 8th grade, right? And then they White Mike and all this, you know. He's like, TRPT. And I was like, Devin, who is this? But I was like, oh, and then like this, so we started talking. So it's always cool because I'm always the guy not to be like, oh, why are you training? No, I just want to see guys get work. Like I said, he said, TR, I'm posting them just off the love, and he's like, TR, I'm like, who is this? I just like see a kid that's grinding.
Right.
That's all I care about. If you working hard, I will salute you because I was an elite athlete.
Right.
I was an athlete. So all that to be elite or just to be even good, you know what the grind goes into. So when I see you running routes like this and that don't just happen by chance. That's
Right.
over and over and over.
Like, he was
So
always
that's super cool to see all of the intermixing of what we've done because back in the day it wasn't like that.
Right.
I remember when I was going to my brother's wedding, this was like, when did we get married?
19.
No, wait, okay, 19. So 3 years ago, even back then, I remember we were going out to my brother's wedding, and I had an athlete say, hey, coach, I know y'all will be gone for 5 days, and you might see me on IG, you know, training and everything since I know y'all gone with some other trainers just because y'all gone. I don't want you to be mad. And I was like, bro, if you ever tell me that again, don't come back and train. Like, why would I be like, don't train? But that's how it used to be. Like, bro, don't go train with nobody else. If you train with me, so I've never been like that. It's been like that. It's still like that, but I feel like even back then, it was worth. Like, I literally had a mom. Her kid was doing something wrong. So, and I kept telling him, like he couldn't, like let's just say he was T-stepping, couldn't get it right. I pulled out my phone to show, so I was like, I'm gonna record this so you can see it, you know what I'm saying? His mom wasn't over there to hear that. I was like, hey, I'm about to record this so you can see it. She jumped up and was like, hey, please, if his trainer sees us and you post it, he'll go off on us and he'll hate us. Like, I was like, man, I was just trying to show you something what he was doing wrong because he's not understanding what I was doing. So when I first got going, like, I know, how long have you been doing like training with 2 Live and all that?
Well, the 2 Live thing started 2 years ago. I've been a trainer for 17 years.
Okay, so I got going like in 2013. So like right when I got out, like it was crazy, especially I was a young guy, I was 23. And I jumped in straight off the strength of, I was good, my boys from KU was in the league, my pops had been a trainer for 25 years, so I came straight off the rip, well not straight off the rip, but after about 2 years, so by the time I was 24, I already had like 8 NFL guys at 24 training with me.
Right.
So all the old heads is like, so yeah, it was hating, and then if anybody, any of the young kids came with me, but it was crazy. So, but like I said, it's never gonna go away, but it's a little better because like this sit down that we're having, nobody did that when I was ain't no partnering.
Right.
Ain't no yo, you better not go over there with Craig if you work out with me. So it's still hate, but back about 8 years ago, it was like we wouldn't even talk to each other. We could be at a restaurant, and people gonna be like,
right.
yeah, bro, it's trainers, bro. We ain't hanging out here. So there's more people like us than there was back then.
And when we started, because we had transitioned our world to going together where he was the DBs, I was receivers.
Right.
So it got to a point where like we started posting the videos. Like,
I was in the backyard.
Backyard, my parents got
Sand pit.
my parents.
In the dungeon, in the garage. Yeah, so people don't know that's where we started at. Like going crazy. People in front of our parents' house, we got like 10, 15 cars.
That's why we had to get the other small facility because my mom was like, the neighbors gonna get mad at us. Because we was literally taking up the block in a regular residential neighborhood. Yeah. And this every day. We train. This ain't just like weekend. This every day.
People pulling up.
I think we having a party.
And then
Ain't gonna think y'all said
but yeah, so we we ain't obviously we weren't the first, but like we started posting like our training videos. Like we give people, I know me, hit me up like, bro, why you showing people what you're doing? Like, I'm like, I can show y'all can. It's like watching football film. I can show you the film all the time, but you don't know when it comes to teaching it. It's different.
Yeah.
Like exactly.
And I've had that conversation.
It's like watching your stuff with the sound off.
Right.
You're just seeing drills.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you don't realize when you gotta come to me to get that knowledge.
Yeah.
So like we weren't worried about posting stuff. It was just we go post out there. You want to use a drill, cool. But
You can't do it like me.
Exactly.
And that's what I tell him.
Different slang.
Because he's the best in the world, and there's no question about it.
Understood.
You can try to do what he does, but you can't do it the way he does.
You can put the cones in the same spot.
You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can try and reenact the exact same drill that he does, but you can't speak it the way he does. You can't visualize it the way he does. You can't make them respond the way he does. Because you can't give the same energy.
I say like I can only
do what he
imagine.
does. I can't do what he does. I can try to duplicate it, but it's not going to be the same. He is him, and there's nothing like it.
Honestly, I get more like parents and stuff hit me up because of my energy.
Yeah.
Like, not my brother's not just dry, but
I'm just
exactly what me.
You're a goofy one as always.
I'm gonna joke with you because at the end of the day, we're gonna have fun with this.
Right.
Because I get it. I'm sure y'all got parents that living through their kid and trying to like, bro, let your kid work. Like, you brought them to me, so why are you trying to step in and say something?
Yeah, and that like sometimes we get people that are like, oh, well, here's what he needs to work on. It's like,
They gonna tell me.
Well, if you knew that, help me with it.
Yeah.
okay.
But
You know, like, come on, man.
with that, so
So I just wanted to go ahead. To like what you saying with the moving down. Like I was a part of this with Dylan, but here with you and Jimmy, like I just want parents to take risks. Obviously not big risks in moving states and stuff, but just a small risk, like just to believe in your kid, like invest in your kid, like help them be great. Like a lot of kids don't have jobs, they can't pay for sessions like that. Boom, invest. If your kid is locked in like Jimmy or Dylan, boom, invest in your kid. Like I'd rather invest $2,000 in training for a whole year, for 4 years, than have to spend $60,000 for tuition to go to school.
Yeah.
And my kids still don't play. So it's just like invest. Like you want to have all these flash stuff, Jason. Boom. And then mad when your kid doesn't make it to the next level. You have to invest. You invest in yourself, invest in your kid. Don't tell me your kid wants to be great if you're not willing to invest.
So yeah, no, so we I feel like we on a 1-to-1. Craig got you an introduction. You came with the crazy story, like you came with a Netflix. You might be able to sell that 20 minutes.
About 30 minutes in, I was just like, oh yeah, wait, what we doing?
So it's 1-to-1. So it's 1-to-1 right now.
I'm trying to chop it up, man.
I was watching your eyes, bro. You were there again. Like,
That's why I said,
I had to look over there like, what are you looking at?
he was there.
that's why I said be real, tell your story. That's why we try to be on here. Like I said, we talk about the pivot, we not there, but the craziest thing is what I'll tell people. We're gonna get there because we got people like you and you on here, and like it's crazy because this episode right now over the next 3 months might have 200 views. That's YouTube. It's hard.
Yeah.
But when we get there, guess what? Y'all on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
When you find somebody you like and they blowing up, you go back through the videos, right? And I guarantee you, by the time we done with this, in 2 years from now, we're gonna look back and be like, dang, remember 3 months after that 200 views? Why is that 500,000 views now? Because we'll all be bigger.
Yeah.
The stories will still be amazing. It'll be even crazy. Because it's crazy to think about your story and where you at today.
Yeah.
Where will you be at in 10 years? So every year you get better, that story gets even more amazing.
Right.
Because it's like, how are you here?
At the bottom.
Because you're here now.
Exactly.
2 years you here, 5 years you here. It's like, how are you here? But that was you there.
Everybody got nothing.
You know how?
That's just like I said. I would personally just say,
Growth.
about to say just passion, the growth, the focus,
Every day.
the man above, like just the belief in himself. Because the growth has to come from him believing in himself. I talk about that with my man right here every day. You're as good as you want to be, talent-wise. But talent means nothing if you don't truly believe the talent. Like I tell my athletes all the time, like I'm like, bro, you do realize you have Division I talent. But you
Gotta
do
work.
realize you will continue to perform at JUCO, NIA, whatever level that you don't think you should go to level until you believe in yourself and you grow within yourself. I was like, I can't believe, right? When you going through your situation, there was people that believed in you that you could be here, but you didn't believe that at that time until you went there. That's why I tell my athletes, the kids or anybody, it don't matter what I think about you, it matters what you think about yourself. Because until you think high enough of yourself, you're going to say anything and anybody can get it. And then as soon as I start thinking, no, back then they could have got it, but not now, because I think too highly to put myself in a situation that I'm going to be taken out of this environment. I've seen that. That's not the environment I want to be in. So what we're going to do, I'm going to give you a chance to try and get around back, this back and forth right here. We're going to get around back. You got It's been, he got the contract 3 years ago, and still nobody done passed him for the highest paid running back in the league. Ezekiel Elliot. That's rare for anybody to get a contract and hold on that long, because we know all of pro sports is the next man up. So how does it feel to train somebody for, obviously that's on the Dallas Cowboys that everybody know about, right? That's just any Cowboys player that's legit, but the highest paid running back ever. Like how did that start? How did that become? And how does that feel? Because once again, we won't obviously go back through all of it, but you just told us a story of where you was at, and now you got the highest paid ever. As one of your, amongst many other legendary running backs that work with you. So tell us how you got with Zeke, how that came about, how does that kind of feel?
Any talk about you on TV.
That started, yeah.
See you burnt up?
Hey, but that started, damn, how did I get, oh, shit, Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl, Leonard went off.
Yeah.
Leonard went off in the playoffs. I had Leonard Fournette 2000.
1920.
Yeah, I had Leonard then. And Leonard, you know how it was, him leaving Jacksonville anyway.
Yeah.
That was his first year. Yeah, matter of fact, it was his first year. And I think, who was they back? Ron Jones.
Yeah.
Ron Jones was they back, but Rojo was doing his thing though.
Yeah.
So you couldn't just deny him. You know what I'm saying? But it just came in the playoffs, Leonard went off.
Facts.
Like Rojo,
That's what
like
they call it.
Rojo declined and Leonard went off in the playoffs. So boom, I say like 2020, what is it now?
2022?
Yeah, so 2021.
It was last summer.
Yeah, last summer. Shit, it was before that. Last January.
Mm-hmm.
It was last January. Leonard hit me. He was like, "Hey man, Zeke trying to get in touch with you. Whoop." I said, "Bet." So he just put us in a group text. And then Zeke just hit me. He was like, "Say bro, trying to get a workout with you. Whoop. Let's do it." I was like, "Bet." We started in February.
Yeah.
We started in February, but that was the first session, February. And then, even when I got in February, I was like, yeah, nigga, this shit ain't it. Nigga, this shit,
right.
this shit. Yeah. Oh, you know, I would tell his ass.
And let me tell you, you know, like some people too, you be like, boy, you ain't, I ain't even gonna stunt. I know just from the hour we've been talking, he told Zeke ass, this shit ain't it. Probably way worse than that. He was just didn't pass something. You know, I told him some of that shit wasn't it. You gotta get that shit right. Because at the end of the day, like, bro, like to me, at the end of the day, yeah, you got your name for shit show. Your name's made, nigga. But you got my name behind you now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need you going out there bullshitting. And the next time you know, oh, he was with 3Hunnid last year. Whoop. Then, nah, hell nah. He needs to go out there and ball. I need all y'all to go out there and ball. From little league to high school to college to NFL. Y'all go ball. But Leonard set that up. Then Zeke came, then we came in. First it was, Zeke came in on the first session. It was the whole backfield. The whole backfield.
Yep. It's TP, Shaywu.
It was all of them. It was all of them. So me being from Dallas and having the Dallas Cowboys, God damn, you care, yeah, boy.
You were good.
That's live.
What was your
I ain't
mindset?
show them.
No, so that's what I'm saying. Because I already know how that go, because you can't do that, because if you go too crazy, Like, then they like, oh, he just happy to be here. Then, you know, they gonna start trying to cut corners. Like, oh, what you
Like,
so what was that like the day before, leading up night before? Like, oh, I got all these.
I wasn't I was like, okay, I got Zeke Neal tomorrow. That's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you don't never know till you really get there with some of them league niggas. You know what I'm saying? They'll cancel last minute.
So, that's actually so. Like I said, I had like 12 league caps like when I was 24 to 27, and probably a little more that dropped in. I had like the league on lock, and I really got out of it a lot because like they kept canceling. They want to do this, and they were like, "Oh, can we?" I'm like, bro, I'm running a whole nother business outside of you doing training center. So trust me, that was my big problem. Was like, bro, y'all.
But yeah, bro, that's how that went. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like for me to actually have the Dallas Cowboys backfield, yeah, that shit was live.
Yeah.
This is where I'm from. This is home. You know what I'm saying? Grew up, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? So probably one of their biggest critics. Like I love them, but I hate them at the same time. But I'm gonna tell the truth about their ass. If they suck and they suck. The point blank.
Don't beat around the bush.
It ain't no we going to the Super Bowl this year. No, hell fucking no, nigga. We suck. We need to get that shit right.
So you be telling Zeke that? You be telling what you tell Zeke? Like you be telling Zeke be like, hey bro, like y'all boys was not gonna send me. Y'all sorry this
Hey
shit.
Zeke, no, I done talked about a few players on the team, and me and him to sit there and laugh about this shit.
Yeah.
Cause he know I'm right though. Shit,
Like I said, he on the team, he know, like they can't say it, but like we all play football. Like hey, buddy, nice, bro.
So like I said, we started, but we can't.
Yeah, well, like I said, that was live. That was live. Like when I got there though, I ain't showed them. I ain't showed them how live it was. I think I really got out of that like celebrity halfway stage. I trained with the best cornerback in the league.
Yeah.
Facts.
In high school.
Yeah.
You was around down there.
I met Emmitt Smith in high school.
Yeah.
We flew on a helicopter in California just to go train with Deion Thompson. Me and Noel Devine.
Yeah.
Hey, Noel, oh my gosh.
That's my dog. To this day, me and them still talk.
That boy was a fool.
I'm telling we was the first little high schoolers Deion ever trained. Deion had just retired. Matter of fact, my junior year, he was going back to the Ravens. Number 37. He had just turned 37. So he was going back to the Ravens. I remember this shit vividly. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I met Devin Hester when he was in Miami. Didn't even know who the fuck he was when I met him. And Deion was like, man, y'all better go look up this boy stats and go look up his YouTube. I remember when he told us. When he told us that, I was a sophomore. Me and Noel and Lil Deion, we went straight to the computer room to go look up Devin Hester. Oh my God.
How do I not know who this is?
Bro, he had some little baby dreads. He had on a long to white tee and some jeans. I didn't know who the fuck he was. And then boom, he tell us to go look this man up. Bro, all you see is return after return after return. This man is fast as shit. And bro, he ended up being the best return man in the league.
And then some.
Ever.
He ended up being the best return man. I met LaDainian, I met Emmett, I met Michael Irvin, met Larry Allen, I met so many NFL players just training with Deion. You know what I'm saying? So when it got to me really training NFL players, it was like, all right, ain't none of you niggas bigger than Deion, so it don't even matter.
I ain't worried. Yeah.
Ain't none of y'all bigger than Deion. You'll never be bigger than him. I don't give a fuck who y'all is right now to this day. Even Aaron Donald, you'll never be bigger than Deion. Even though you've been the MVP, Pro Bowl ever since you touched the league, you'll never be bigger than Deion. Why? Because he changed the game for one. He brought swag to the game for two. And his whole persona to the game and going to the game.
It's that aura.
Ain't nobody got his swag. Ain't nobody got his swag about the game, bro.
Ever.
Don't nobody go out there to that field with his swag, bro. Can nobody do it? The last person that probably could imitate it was Steve Smith and Chad Johnson.
Ocho was my boy.
Come on, bro. Other than that, and them two boys had swag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Other than that, you don't see that type of swag coming into the league no more. You don't. You just don't. And half of the reason why, because of weak ass flags, nobody don't want.
Boys do this.
Yeah, nobody don't want.
What's sports like?
Yeah, nobody don't want them fines for celebrating and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, but Deion changed the game, bro. He like, when everybody wore regular ass shit, Deion gonna have them long sleeves on, that bandana on, the sweatband around his neck. Them diamond turfs was so tough.
Thanks.
Oh man, come on, bro. They had swag, bro. So when I got to meet them, it wasn't. Alright.
Let's get to work.
Let's get to work. And I remember they was standing over there talking a little bit, stretching a little bit. Session was supposed to start like 10, 15 minutes ago. I looked over there, say, look out. Y'all ready or what? It's time to go, because we way out here to prosper. I want to stay out here, fam.
Yeah, that's right.
So I
I want to stay out here, bro. I gotta drive a whole hour back to the house. You need to come on.
Y'all been talking.
I got still know what y'all.
But yeah, bro, to act like I said, to be from the city and train the home team, that's bro, that's dope. That's dope.
That's legendary.
That's dope. Well, now everybody looking at my ass when shit go wrong.
Hey, Zeke, make a bad decision. Come on, make somebody miss that guy. 300 and like, so like if Zeke have a bad game, you ever like hit him up like after? My stop right there.
Like last year, I know I usually hit all my boys before the game anyway.
Yeah.
Like Saturday night or Sunday early morning, I text them all. Man, go out there and ball. I usually hit all my boys, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you don't ball, I probably ain't gonna text.
Yeah, but I said that's why. See, I know, but see, I'm 100% different than you. Like, you straightforward with it. So, like, I've had some of the best, and obviously, when they ball, before the game, you hit them all up. Good luck. That's high school kids, right? That's college, that's whatever.
That's all.
But then, like, my high school kids, like, if I see they didn't have a good game and I was there, I'll hit them up with words and curses because they young, right? But the old, like, the NFL guys, it's kind of just that awkward silence. So, like, I'll just hit you up with a
Don't text me. I just don't text
That's what I'm saying. It's that awkward silence. I'll just say you good luck again next week. You know you gonna hit them
But if they ball, I hit them up.
Hey, you on Twitter?
Hey, boy, you
telling whoever the house is, hey, rewind it, let me record it. So I post it on Instagram.
Hey, show the highlights. The jump
Post it on Instagram. Hey,
Now, my high schoolers, I ain't gonna lie. Now, for my high schoolers, I ain't gonna lie, fam. If they have a bad game, I'm gonna tell them.
facts, that's what I said. High school you got to, but they just need to hear the NFL guys, they know, bro. You ain't gotta say nothing to
My
them.
high schoolers, if you go out there and bullshit, I'm gonna tell you. I'm like, if you had a bullshit game, that shit not gonna get you where you want to go.
That's what you have to be. Because think about it. That's why I tell my high school, like, bro, if I'm beating around the bush with you right now, bro, you get to college, we're gonna be for rude awakening.
Yeah, like, bro, cause to me, everybody play high school football.
Yeah.
So to me, bro, like, if this shit is just inevitable. Like, if you good in high school, that shit gonna be known. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. Like, bro, if you good in high school, you should damn near go out there and be able to do anything you want to. Like specific, like running backs. Just because I was a running back. Bro, you should get out there and do 150 a week plus 200. I don't give a fuck who you playing. You should be able, you can run this way and run back this way and get upfield. I don't care who you. Now you got some teams out there.
That's the Duncanvilles of the world.
Yeah, they got
On a week-to-week basis, you're playing like every other week. You might be playing somebody that might be going to college.
Come on, fam. So you supposed to be balling, especially if you that nigga on your team.
Yeah.
And if you don't go out there and ball, I'm finna tell you, like, bro, I know who you just played, and y'all, you just stunk it up. And you think you finna go to Notre Dame or some shit like that on this sorry ass team? No, bro, that shit not going on.
It's not.
It's not finna go on. You had a bad game. You can't afford no bad game in high school.
Facts.
Not trying to get where you want to go. Come on, fam. You got
tough love, though. They need that.
Yeah. I'll be
That's crazy. No, that's true though. So now we get a chance to fight back. Ready. We get to fight back.
What's the move?
So man, so like I said, he got Z, but your boy Dez, ain't he?
Yeah, I mean,
Y'all cool, ain't y'all? Now, like I said, Dez, and I know y'all know, but we gotta go one for one. You guys are high paid, but there, you got Emmett, you got Aikman, but Irvin was the personality of Cowboys back then, right? It don't. The heartbeat ain't always Draymond's the heartbeat. It don't gotta always be the best player. When Dez was in when Dez was in Dallas, that was the heartbeat. But T.O. was there, regardless of what you want to say. That's kind of what made. So Dez the heartbeat, bro. Like, how does that feel? Like,
I think we lost a lot of our swag one day.
That's what I'm saying. That's the heartbeat. Like the passion. Like it is so crazy because
we got no gangsters out there.
Because it's like kind of like him when I talked about where was his energy.
We ain't got no gangsters
And
out
his
there.
passion at, right? It's just, okay, it was over here years ago, now it's over here. I feel like Dez got a bad rap from a lot of people because he had the passion, and it wasn't necessarily directed in a bad way, but it was like you would see Dez, and then they be like, look at Dez Bryant doing this, and this, teamwork or sideline. But Tom Brady breaking stuff, but then, right, they say that, and then they'll do the little mic'd up on the sideline, and Dez be like, come on, offense, been working on this all week, well, let's go. So, what was that like with you? Like, what's your relationship with him, and how do you do Dez?
that's the thing, is like, you know, Dez and I started throwing for Dez about probably like 4 years ago with D-Rob.
Yeah.
And, you know, Dez and I just kind of hit it off. We had, you know, some things we had dealt with mental health issues, both of us, you know, depression, anxiety. We both had stories on that. I don't want to get into too much of it, but you know, it's one of those things that when you're able to open up to somebody about it and you guys both share that in common, you start to see each other a little different. You know, we had been to the same place, we had seen some of the same things, and so it felt like there was just this bond there that you know just kind of made sense. And you know. The thing about him is, it's not just his passion, but it's how he lives his life.
Yeah.
Right? So he's a very high energy dude, and so a lot of people can take that and look at it the wrong way. But it's what a lot of people don't realize is like it's always centered on love. He's always trying to spread love and take care of people and show love. You know, and he's a visionary. Like that's one of the things that I don't think a lot of people realize.
Exactly.
Dez is the kind of guy that like he sees things different. He sees things in a way that most normal people aren't able to see things. You know, and so we've had a lot of great experiences together. It's been a blessing for me to even be a part of his life and just watch him operate, watch him grow, and you know, he's really just one of those people that they make you look at life different. You know, you see things different from a different light, and you realize that like the way they think is different. I remember we were sitting in his house one time. We were sitting in the back room, and I remember we were talking about something, and he started talking about life, and you know, he was just motivating, inspiring. Yeah. And I remember thinking to myself, like, damn, why are we not recording this right now? Like, this is some shit that the whole world should hear. Like, he had this different level of consciousness, if that makes sense.
100%.
He was able to just see things different. And so sometimes, like, when he gets to talking, you just kind of got to sit back and listen, like, damn, he's really dropping, like, life gems, you know?
I saw him in a whole different view when I seen him on the I Am Athlete podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Like when he was talking about some of that stuff, I was just like, bro, like, it's crazy. So yeah, when I see him.
But that's the thing about Dez though. That's the real shit. Like, in that moment when he's having that conversation, like, that's like, when I heard it, I was like, bro, I wish this was on a podcast. Like, I wish somebody was listening, recording this right now.
Most fans only see the cat under the helmet.
Right.
And so they're gonna portray that passion in football, but like he's a whole different person. Yeah. Like he's still a human being.
Absolutely.
Like from what you're saying is
most of them.
He got
it's everybody, all of them.
And that's why I hate about these critics and stuff. It's like, but like that's what I'm saying. Like most of these guys, like not Dez in general, but like most athletes or celebrities let the social media get to them so much. And they forget who they are.
Yeah.
So and that's why. Honestly, I feel like that's why he's not in the league right now because Dez gonna be Dez. Right. And like I don't.
Well, and honestly, to be 100% honest, he could be in the league right now if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I just feel like I think right now he's focused on changing the world from a different level. And what he's been working on and what he's been building is 100,000% going to change the world. Not just football, but the world.
Yeah.
And so, you know, there was talks, you know, of him coming back, and I don't know that he needs to. Like, I think he's already solidified his legacy.
That's shot him,
And I think at
Yeah,
this
they
point,
still love him in Dallas.
yeah, everybody loves him. But don't get it wrong. Anytime you see the X, you know it's love. But I just think that he's got so much going for him, so much passion behind the projects that he's been working on that, like, I don't even think football can do that for him the way that this is going to. So,
You got the behind the scenes.
yeah, he's been, I mean, Personal Corner, if you haven't seen it, what he's doing with Personal Corner is incredible. He's taking and he's creating this community where the athlete can actually be a part of their fans' lives, and their fans can be a part of their athletes' lives. So it's actually pretty damn incredible what he's done. And, you know, he's been working on it for a long time. He's put a lot of his own money into it, and you know, I just want to see him win. I don't give two shits about anything else. Like, I want to see my people win, and you know, he's always been from day one. He's been my people, and I love him till the day I die. So
Love that. Understood.
there's a lot, you know, there's a lot of things going on. You know, there's a lot of people in the world that are doing a lot of things different, and he's definitely making a path on a new way, trailblazing.
Making a change you want to see in the world.
It's pretty incredible.
And so, put you on the spot a little bit. Does the new 88 got a chance to be better than that 88?
Man, you know,
CD, can he be better than what Dez
It's a little too early.
I don't know if you can compare them really.
Like, I know they're different type of receivers, but I know it's just, you know, not the Cowboys, because I remember there was the somebody said CD actually wants to be number 10 because he didn't want to be, you know, boy, that was 88, Irvin was 88.
That's a club.
So Jerry likes to, you know, that's his market. My best guy gonna be 88. So obviously, I think Dez was way different than Irvin. Irvin, I can't remember my man's name before him. I know.
Pearson.
Yeah, Pearson. So they all were different, but you know, it's the 88 club. So as far as not the style of play, but just for the sake of the 88s, do you think, or could he even be comparable to what niggas when Dez was at the top?
Why you gotta do this to me?
Because you on the pod. Don't nobody want to hear no. You ain't in the league. We don't want to hear no league answers. I want to hear.
Man, I don't see.
I'll answer the dance make that.
Oh yeah, you can't ask no outpoint. The ball can hit Dez in the head 3 times. You can't.
Still got the gloves. They still got the gloves he wore that day. They still have the chalk and grass and everything on them, man. They should be in the Hall of Fame. I believe they should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I had to answer.
But those are crazy.
Yeah.
But back to what we were getting at.
I know.
You don't think CD can? Because like I said, but that's the thing. Like I love about what we do because we gotta be real.
You don't
You
think
work with CD can be Dez because I'm saying because when I don't think CD can be Dez because when Dez was at his best, Dez was 1 or 2 in the league. I don't think CD is gonna be 1 or 2 in the league. That doesn't mean you can't be 5 or 6 and you're still amazing. Look, because the NFL back in the day.
But listen, when Egg was 1 or 2 in the league, who was the other receivers in the league?
You still have some boys in the league.
Not like
I gotta go. You gotta go back through.
not like Julio and Devontae and them. Well, Julio was there, but not like Devontae.
You had Megatron, Julio, some boys.
Megatron was going.
Randy.
Megatron was going out.
Randy, but now Megatron, because he retired. Randy was going out, but Megatron retired in his prime like Barry. I'm still on the petition to get. I'm still on the petition to get Detroit banned from the NFL because they literally got Megatron and Barry Sanders to retire in their prime.
Yeah, that's right.
Megatron could have arguably been the greatest receiver if he would have played a full career, and Barry obviously would have crushed. Nobody would have had because now there's 2 backs, so that nobody would have ever had a chance to get close to him. So I'm still mad at Detroit because that was my team because I grew up watching Barry.
Yeah.
But no, I know what you're saying. There's way more receivers now than there was then, just because the game has changed.
Yeah, but if you're comparing 1 to 1.
But 1-on-1, I just don't think. I don't think CD will be there.
I just think Dez had a different. Dez had a different skill set.
Yes.
Yeah, as far as running route, I think CD got him in a route.
Oh yeah, he got him in a route runner. but
now, just
It's a different game.
But like I said, Cooper Kupp got Randy Moss in the route running, but I'm gonna take Randy, right? But so it's crazy because we talking about Dez. So the first time I ever seen Dez in person was the Texas state qualifiers in 7 on. No, matter of fact, not the state qualifiers. We already went down to A&M for the state tournament. We're playing in the quarterfinals. Dez and them are playing in the quarterfinals. I can't remember who we're playing in the quarters, but on the field next to us while we're playing, Dez and them, Lufkin are playing Katie. I kid you not. Katie marched down the field, scores a touchdown. First play, quarterback. Fade to Dez. Tug. Lufkin, Katie marches down the field, score again. Lufkin gets the ball. First play, Tug. Lufkin get other scores. Katie marches down the field again. First play, Dez. I'm like, bro, why don't you just keep going to fade every first play and score a touchdown? Extra point. He's going across the back line. Ugh. Like that. Then the next time I see him in person, there's this yoke for high school.
Yeah.
Boy running the 1T is kill him. So like just seeing his athleticism in high school, I knew he was going stupid at Oak State. And then just to see that what he did with at Oak State, and then I know the little Deion situation, which they totally did him bad on for a $30 dinner. But I knew when he went to the league, that was translated straight to the league. His jump ball ability, his catch radius, his ability to track the ball.
Ball skills are
dude was stupid. And that's why I say it's not a knock to CeeDee. That's like saying, oh, do you think Devontae Adams will be a better receiver than Randy Moss? Like, if you say no, that's not a knock, bro. Saying you're not better than Randy or Jerry. But like, because I think CeeDee is going to be a dog. But to be on Dez's prime level, if you get that out of CeeDee, like that's
CeeDee gonna have to go up there and snag some balls.
So
That's one thing he gonna have to do. He gonna have to go up there and come.
But I like CeeDee though. He runs hard. He runs hard, man. That's one thing that people, if they're not in Dallas, because if you're in Dallas, you get to see all the games. But I don't think like around the country people talk, because the person that we talk about most obviously is Debo running out the catch and out. But CeeDee runs very hard once he catches the ball, and that's why they do some things out the backfield with him. So I really like him.
Twitchy. He's real twitchy. He's real shifty. He's got
run out the catch.
You know who ran hard after run out the catch? Diggs.
Yeah.
He was strong.
Diggs looked like a running back. Diggs looked like a running back after he catched that motherfucker.
No tuck.
How many times have we talked about that though? What are you as a receiver after you catch the ball?
Dez ran like a damn running back. Dez was, yeah.
And if you get that big hand on your face, man,
he was stiff on that.
I used to watch that dude. He was only a year in front of me in high school. I was 08, he was 07. And I used to watch this dude highlight every day. Once I found it on YouTube, the first time I watched it, every day I watch it. I still remember, I don't know the name of the song, but it was Here Comes the Boom, but like just at the beginning of it.
I know. Here it comes.
And you just see him walking up. I still remember, and it's so crazy. The reason why I say that is because when you talking about, I watch this dude's highlight every day, is because you're 8, 9, 10, and the dude's in college. Or you 8, 9, 10, and the dude's in the league. You're not 15 and they're 16, or you 17 and they're 18. You're not watching the guy that you're playing against highlight every day. I used to watch Tavon Austin. Yeah, that was a kid in middle school saying that, not the guy that was in college. But that's how good Tavon was. Like, guys in college playing against him was watching. That was like, Dez's highlight was so crazy in high school. I was in high school. I was an all-state receiver as well. Yeah. And I literally was like, bro, I've always been a realist. If that dude is nice, he nice. Like, when I got to college, it was the first time Desmond Briscoe was the first receiver on my team when I was like,
my dog.
I'm not as good as him. I played Tavon Austin my last game of my career.
What up, Tay?
Yeah, hey, bro.
My dog.
Played this man the last game of my KU career, and I said it in a video I made on my giving him his flowers. I cheered for this man. Hey, we on the last game. We can't go to the bowl game. I was just ready to get done with college ball. It's been a hard 5-year grind. We sorry, but we in West Virginia. Prime Gino, prime Stephen Bailey, prime Tavon. Bro, I'm literally just on the sideline and off. Because since the first day I stepped on the field, Pee-wee, to the last game I played, usually one of the most, if not the most exciting players. I watched Tavon and said, bro, I've never been like that.
Yeah, that.
Like, and when I said, like I said, I was thinking that. I talked about it. I started corner. Kick return, punt return, and receiver. It's a true freshman in KU, 157 pounds. I was good.
Yeah.
I looked at Tavon and was like, no, bro, there's levels.
Yeah.
And he's not a level, he's many levels above, like that dude, bro, like, I wish he came, like, Tavon's old now in the league. If he came out to this Rams team, if you think Cooper Kupp going stupid, if he came out to this, bro, oh my God, that one would have 2,500 yards receiving with the Rams team.
I remember me and Tavon talked, man. Tavon said, bro, I really ain't getting no competition like that till I got to the league. He said college at least. And they looked.
We saw, yeah.
You a running back, you know. So you know, like at the college level, it's gonna be tougher. This is all I gotta say. How I know college is easy. The week before we played West Virginia, they played OU. All three of West Virginia's running backs got hurt the week before they played OU. This man played running back that went for 260.
No, I think it was 3 something.
It was 3.
Like, bro,
It was 3 something.
bro, as a pure running back, I'm like, bro. What is going on? It's a play running back position, not versus KU, not versus Iowa State, not versus FIU, versus OU. It went stupid. It had like 120 points, 150 yards.
That's the game that everybody talk about.
Bro, that was like, I said, bro, I'm literally trying to, at this point at KU, like, obviously I don't got Gino on and out, but I'm like, bro, I'm literally trying to get me about 50 a game at receiving. This man, they said play running back. It was 300. I said, bro, I ain't got nothing to say about this.
I'm my big brother. I'm my big brother, #1 fan, but I was like, my brother ain't like that. My brother, I've always looked up to him since Pee Wee. He making highlight reels, Pee Wee. But I watched Tavon and I was like, this guy is different. He's like an NFL player.
I cheered for the boy on the sideline. I know it was my last name, so Kirk couldn't say nothing to me. I was cheering for this man. I was in awe, bro.
One of the most exciting moments of my life, man, when Tay and I became friends and everything, my oldest son, he's 16 now. Tavon used to be like his favorite player ever. So I got to FaceTime him one time. Me and Tay just finished throwing. We got done working out, and I'm like, hey man, you mind if I call my son? He's like, yeah, go ahead. So boom, get him on FaceTime. And my son's like, oh my God, Dad, that's Deion Austin.
Tavon good people too.
Fucking talk to my boy, talk to my son.
Real good people.
Spread, just put lots of love in him.
Yeah.
Give him some inspiring words, man. That shit made my heart.
Tavon really
like
good
That shit made my heart happy.
Back with Dez, like I played at UTEP, and my teammate Jamal Reed, G. Reed, he played with the Lufkin. And he said, like, like, we saw Dez in game, how he said, but in practice, like, he was out there just, it was like a man against, like, he just, like the stuff we saw on TV, like, bro, he used to do that every time. Like, it's to the point.
That's like Briscoe.
Yeah, the things I say, yeah.
When we warm up, there's times where I'll throw a ball and he's walking across like, wow.
Briscoe was different.
The best plays that you seen from Briscoe at KU, you didn't see the best. Like, in practice, there was things that you did, you just be like, why? How? How are you doing this? Because, like, as an elite athlete,
Briscoe was doing that shit in high school.
you know what it takes to be elite.
I do that.
But then you like, it's kind of like Dragon Ball Z, like, that ain't the same. I was saying, but that dude was super speed.
Yeah.
Will was the quarterback. Briscoe was the receiver. Briscoe was going off to CeeDee. Then he went to KU and went out.
Yeah, no, that's my guy. He's actually, we're still trying to get him on the show as well. So I gotta get him on.
My mama's
Earl
Campbell's, oatmeal. He used to AK made them all out.
But no, that's crazy though. But like, so just seeing like where we're all at, and trainers, men, some of us got wives, kids, whatever it may be. Like, what's the like biggest thing from the training aspect that you want to just give back to, like, since, like I said, so I brought that up, like the family-oriented people that we are. Like, what's the biggest thing that you just want to give back at the end of the day? See, obviously they're out there training to get better, but like, what's your biggest message to like your athletes? Like, when it's all said and done, I don't care if you played 10 years in the league, this is what I want you to remember Live or Craig for. Like, what do you want them to remember when they leave from the game, regardless if it's high school, college, or the league?
Ooh, that's a good question. Honestly, just that that it was all about love, you know? And I think the circle that I kind of have, you know, everybody's constantly trying to uplift each other, you know, and the 2 Live mantra is, you know, to encourage each other, uplift one another, and elevate together. And, you know, that's kind of what I, you know, kind of going back to the 3 things that I live my life by. That's what we live by. That's the whole purpose for 2 Live, is to be there for each other, to encourage each other, to uplift one another, so we can all elevate together. And I like to say, rising tides raise all ships. Because I truly believe if I can make Josh better, and Josh can make me better, I can make you better, DP, and I can make you better, DP. And it's like, now we're all just like pushing each other to new levels, and they're just constantly like stacking. And you know, it's important to have that brotherhood and being able to lean on people, you know, especially like, you know, like Tread, one of my best friends in the whole world. Him and I have become so close.
Who's Tread?
Laquan Treadwell.
I knew who it was, but I noticed he got all the nicknames, bro. You know all these people. I don't know none of them by nickname. I just see them on TV. Greg, hey, my Greg friends with everybody, bro.
He said,
he like, here in a second, he gonna be like, you know, Lammy, who's Lammy? You know, that's what I call CD. Lammy. I've been waiting for that boy. Hey, that boy got all the nicknames. Like, I'm like, who is you know, Tay. No, we're going.
But you know, like one of the things that we constantly do is we're constantly trying to like challenge each other as men, right? So every morning, you know, we'll send each other a text in the morning like, yo, wake up, good vibes, broski, let's go attack the day, let's get after it, you know, a Bible verse here and there, like whatever it is that's gonna get us into that mode that we need to be in to attack our day and be successful, right? And so I try to do that with as many people as I can that are, you know, under whatever the 2 Live umbrella is, whatever you want to call it, the people that I care about, you know? And honestly, everybody that I've had the opportunity to work with, everybody that I've had the opportunity to throw with and craft with, right, they're part of, I consider them my people, you know? Because if I've been in the lab with you and been able to share my passion with you, then now you're a part of my life forever.
Understood.
And so that's why I support so many people, you know? Like, I don't post a lot about myself or like pictures of myself all the time. It's more,
that's why I have to ask you your last name.
I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate everybody else. Like, I'm not worried about me. It's not about me winning. It's about Josh winning. You know, when I see him win, I love being able to just say, "Damn, look at my boy Josh." Like,
and if you help build a circle, you're gonna win. Just winning just from it because your circle is there. We're all gonna rise together.
Well, they say, yeah, and your network is your net worth, right? So the people around you, the more they elevate, the more you're gonna have to elevate. You know, we just, it's a win-win situation. We all win together.
And you get a lot out of that. Cause I also want to ask too. Like, I saw that you've been working with the Monarch, the machine and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
what an opportunity for me.
Exactly. Like I saw that because I've been looking at it. I'm like, that's a nice machine. I saw you using. I was gonna see like what's your take on that?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've seen the Monarch machine.
The Monarch Sport? No, like
I think the Packers are using it out there the other day too now. I think they're the first NFL team. I know the colleges have got with, but
the way they've done this is absolutely incredible. It's the most precise thing on earth, right? So, you know, obviously I'm getting older, so being 37, like, I'm not going to be able to throw 4 or 5 times a day like I've been doing for the past 3 years, right?
Yeah.
And if you think about it from like a coach's perspective, at a program like in a D1 program or in the league, you want to make sure you're taking care of your quarterbacks and you're limiting their amount of reps, right?
Exactly.
But at the same time, you know, you got to get your receivers more reps. So let's say you got 3 quarterbacks, 5 quarterbacks, and you want to limit them to 100 balls a day. Well, you got 8, 9 receivers, and they got to get 100 balls a day. Well, that math's not adding up, right? So you bring in the Monarch. The Monarch, they can literally make as precise as they want to. You want a corner route, you want it on the 35, on the outside to the boundary, you want it at the ankles, you want it at the shoulder, you want it above the head. You can put it wherever you want. And it's just gonna boom, 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 every single time, right?
Yeah,
and then the craziest part is, if you got guys that, you know, like a Jimmy or a Laquan Treadwell that want to be there after practice and want to get extra reps, you got a clip, you can clip it on if you don't have somebody to hit the button for you. You can set the timer up. So what they can do is, let's say for Tread, just because I know kind of basically what he's doing, he knows the amount of time it takes for each route for Trevor to take his drop, right? Yeah. So he can set the timer up, whether it's 1.3, 1.4, 1.6, whatever it is, to fire the ball at the exact same time that Trevor would. So now he's working on timing and getting his catches and running his routes, doing everything that he needs to do in order to make his game better without messing up, without adding to Trevor's reps. And so when you're able to do that, let's say you got 3 or 4 of those, you got receivers getting 400 or 500 balls a day, not maximizing, not having to use more of the quarterback's arm. It's absolutely incredible. It's the most efficient thing I've ever seen. I was blown away.
All we could do was stand there right here. Boom, catch the jug. And you still have to have somebody out there with you to shoot it.
And even with the jug, sometimes it's a little long, all over the place, I don't know what's going on.
Bad ball.
Yeah.
Come on, Judge.
That
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It was
absolutely
I was
incredible.
looking into
Shout out to Sawyer and Monarch Sports. They're gonna do.
And I actually talked with, I believe it might have been their owners or whatever, but they're out here in Dallas too.
Yeah.
So they hit me up on the thing after I was, commenting on your page because that's where I saw it. And they say, hey, we see you out here, blah, blah, blah. I just been ripping and running, but we need to go there. They say, yeah, we're down here in Dallas.
We need to all do something together.
Yeah, no, for real. And
They hit me every year to try to come out there. I be like, man.
Well, Monarch, we're
Sam, you working on handoffs?
Yeah, we working on handoffs. We doing this, man.
So I know my brother wanted to ask you, but I didn't want to forget. My brother say, what you be saying in the videos, bro? He said, do you be saying words or you just making sounds and they know what the sound means?
both.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both.
So I just heard it like, get out. Then I hear it.
Yeah, cause like the stuff you're in between. Like,
Cause I know you be cutting some of it out so it catch a little bit of this, get a little
but
bit of that.
even if it's live though,
Yeah.
like if you there at the session live, it's gonna sound like
live
a
as fuck.
It's gonna sound like a cut up. You know what I'm saying? But like I say get over here. Like I say get over here. I say get over here, but I'm saying get over here about 4 times. It's just I talk so quick.
Yeah.
And I talk so fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause you're in mode.
Yeah. And I love this shit, bro. Like,
You ain't gotta tell me.
You feel alive.
like I love it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I be ready for my feet to be moving. I like this video, my leg be.
Like I'll be saying get over here. Like I'll be saying get over here, but I'm saying get over here like 3 times. Well, I'll say get over here and get back here. You know what I'm saying?
And push.
I'll say get over here, and then get over there. But all it is like, I'm saying like this, it's a move I want to see.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
And as trainers too, when we understand the voice,
Yeah.
the command makes you do more, right? It's kind of like when I get with my athletes and they doing this. My young athletes, like when they're doing footwork, they just doing this. But then you hear the old athletes, right? So like when you doing that, like that energy is making them get over here fast and go over there fast.
Like I said,
bringing it to
then,
them.
like you said, it keep their ass moving.
Yeah.
It keep their ass
But
moving.
receivers, I don't want you to run. Stick still.
Yeah, man.
I feel you.
Act like that DB in front of you. Act like you approaching these linebackers and you really gotta break somebody down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you really practice how you play, in my eyes.
If you want to be good at this, you want to be good.
Yeah, man. So boom, like I get over here, get over here. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like I'm saying, get over here, get back. But it's really like a and then you getting back. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this move so we can get back this way.
Yeah.
But if that shit ugly, or if you ain't hitting it right, you ain't getting over here.
Yeah.
Cause you ain't break him off down right here. You gotta break him off first before you get over here. You can't break him off right here. You're not getting over there.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot going on. Yeah, I might say some little gibberish in between, but that little gibberish in between probably just stay for their feet. Keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, put it. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you, like I hear it, I'm like, there goes my boy 300.
I want to find one of my favorite clips and play. Can I do that?
Yeah, find it. And then we go. But no, that's so funny because like people look and they just like, oh, he just saying it. But no, like that translates to make you go faster. Just like no different when you box, people don't go.
It's a whole
It's
language.
like there's always involved when you're doing stuff for elite athletes. There's always from the lifting to the feet and the Even like I remember like when I used to play. Like every noise, for every situation on the field, I had a noise. Like I would be like running routes, and I would run the corner just like that, right? So you can see like I run the corner, and I would have a high ball thrown, and it would be late, and I knew like the DB might be about to hit me in the back. And I was like, cause I was just keep yourself. Like a noise is associated with things. Once you get to a certain level, or like if I'm breaking somebody up. like I already know what I'm doing. That's always a noise
And I knew it
that was associated
I knew it
with.
was
We're
real.
trying to see if we can get it up
when
here.
you had this,
You might get that shit from
when my man had the noise for himself, he's making them while he's going. Ooh,
Yeah.
Have you want to go get my cleats on?
Hey, well, I was moving right there.
I know.
He still got it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And
All right, so this one was him and ETN, right?
Yeah.
This shit fucking had me rogue. This ended up in one of his Instagram videos, but I was off to the side, so I got a little different angle.
That's because TJ was having trouble getting outside. I remember that.
And he said, wait, you gotta hear what he said at the end.
What did I say?
That's the best run you had all
Oh yeah, he said, "Oh yeah."
trouble get outside.
Go show the camera one more. Go show what you had. Devin. Go show the camera one time. For the people that don't know, they can see.
Listen.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I see why people be laughing.
But that was also funny, like, cause it's in the like when you watch the video, it's like, oh, you looking for the different things, make sure it's edited.
I ain't never like you know, I'm making it.
Yeah, that's what I say. You just
I ain't never
make
been
sure it's edited. I'm just funny cause now you got all the four people just sitting there and you're like, dang, it's still going. but it's cool because that's your trademark though.
That's
and you doing it, and once again.
Nobody
If the boys is coming to you to get that work, it's working.
Like that shit ain't just. That was me in high school though. Like bro, like in college, like in real life shit. Like if I'm approaching you, I hit your ass, blah blah, and I literally.
On some shit.
And I like all my college teammates, they'll tell you, bro. I promise you. AJ, one of my boys, he'll tell you. He'll tell you, bro. Like I be out there, bro. I break them off and take off, point at them. I'm like I'm on the field talking. That's like.
Yeah.
That's how I played. I used to talk shit. That's how I like talking shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Because you can back it up. That's what I tell people, bro. Like, just, I'm not talking shit to try to bully nobody. I'm talking shit
I'm talking
for me. This
Yeah,
is for me.
because I know you finna feel this shit.
Exactly. I'm gonna do you dirty again next time. That's why I actually like. I wish more people athletes be mic'd up during game day. Like I used to watch Marshawn Lynch highlights, and when he's first in the league with the Bills, he would get tackled and be laughing, like just laughing at people.
One of my favorites
The
is
same way.
Exactly.
Dante Deion, Didi. Boy is always giggling.
Exactly.
Covering receiver. That shit is so loud.
Yeah, I've seen like that. Like I have fun. I never.
What
I seen that video on Instagram of Little Fournette, like 5 straight tackles, laughing every time he was tackled.
Leonard gonna laugh at that shit.
And that's like,
I love that.
I'm like, boy, you having that? I'm like, boy, I have fun, but I don't enjoy getting hit. Leonard out there today. I'm like, good Lord, boy, it ain't that fun to get hit. I said, now I'll laugh when I saw on somebody. Y'all boys, I ain't getting laughs. But that's the passion.
Yeah.
Between somebody that was really good like myself
That's love.
and then a lead NFL guy like
That's
that.
love.
It's just fun no matter what I'm doing, and I just
And
want
that's
to be
this is the
out there.
mentality, bro. Either you got it or not, and that's why I try to
Like
tell these
Phillip
young
Rivers.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always
That dude talks so like, no, you gotta get football.
Bro, I love
Phillip.
He probably didn't do the biggest shit in the league, but Phillip Rivers was good. I don't even
Yeah.
Really good, really
Like
good.
He was good, but
That's
I loved him so much because the way he talked shit, bro.
That boy's hot out there.
Come on, fam. He playing football. He having fun. You can't get mad at him.
Really? He threw that shit on his talk, and then he talked no boy didn't do what
He said touchdown.
Hey, keep yelling in my ear. Hey, man, he keep yelling in my ear. He had going hot.
He said 90-yard touchdown.
Let's go. Look my man. He was going to yell in my ear. You know what I mean?
I feel like giving that.
That's funny.
I like it.
Alright, so
That's what I like about it, but I just wanted to ask y'all, because I know our answers, but like, what do y'all prefer? The NFL guys, high-level college guys, or like the younger kids?
I'd rather like.
training.
I don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah,
If the love matches,
Yeah.
if I've got somebody that loves the game
Yeah.
and wants to grow, that's all I care about.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like for real. Like if you don't like if you're out here because your dad wants you to be out here, I don't want to fuck with you. I really don't. Like if you are out here because you love the game and you want to get better, let's go. Let's rock. I'm cool with it. But if you're out here just because somebody
Just
told you
because.
like, hey, I booked you a
Y'all come get the car. Boy, you in the league guy, you just out here because you obligated.
Yeah, them league guys, man, I ain't worried about them. Cause they already groomed. You know what I'm saying?
We just maintaining it.
I like high school. I like them college. Me personally, I like college and high school and college. Especially them young ones. Them young ones, that's gonna come. I like high school and college. You can catch them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can grab them real quick and groom them how you need to groom them. On top of giving them life lessons. You know what I'm saying? You can still give them, because they still young, boys in the NFL.
But they kind of looking like, oh, I got 50 million, what you gonna tell me?
Half the time you can't tell them shit because they got all that goddamn money.
That's,
You know what I'm saying?
regardless if they're younger than you can be 33 and 23.
You think about it too, but you got some other guys in the league that aren't really there yet, so they're still trying to get to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
point.
saying. Like I know me for instance, like some of my NFL guys, we done sat down and talked. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll have some real conversations, and they'll be listening because I'm older than them. For one,
Respect thing.
yeah, it's a respect thing, but I'm older. But everything I say, everything I'm gonna say, and they know it, it's gonna be all the way authentic. I'm not finna sit there and sugarcoat shit with you. I'm not finna sit there and lie with you. I'm finna tell you everything that you don't want to hear, how the world gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm gonna tell you. That's what you
filter.
That's what you need to hear. That's what you need to hear. I'm gonna tell you the same way the world finna tell you. I'm finna tell you the same way that that the world told me.
Drop a ball or something.
You know what I'm saying?
Watch what happens on Twitter.
Yeah, come on now. I'm gonna tell you the same shit. And one little fuck up can fuck up everything.
Make feel like your mental, everything.
Come on, bro. One little old mistake, and it might not even be no big ass mistake, but it might be just that one little simple ass mistake that just fucked you off from that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, like we just, the NFL players, you can't just catch them like that because they got all that money.
True.
So they're not finna listen like that. The high school and college boys, especially the college boys that trying to get there and want that money,
They're hungry.
they gonna sit there and listen. You know what I'm saying? Them high school boys, they gonna sit there and listen.
That might change now too.
They gonna sit there and listen.
Who's getting that bread?
Exactly. They gonna sit there and listen for shit show because they see who we working with. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's part of the reason why they don't listen. So we working with NFL players, top college players that they want to see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I had a little kid now that I trained, and he's like, "Oh, I see you working with this NFL guy." Whoa, whoa. And then he's like, "Would you?" Obviously, he want to meet him, but it's just like I didn't have to tell him. Like he went and found that, and he's just like, "Oh, you do that?" So obviously, working with somebody doesn't solidify who you are, but it's just like for that kid, it's like, "Will you work with him?" Oh, I'm gonna listen to anything you tell me. Right?
Yeah, but then I tell them all though, like even especially my high schools and college, I tell them all, you don't feed into every piece of little bullshit that you do here. I said, bro, you can be a millionaire and he'll tell you how you became a millionaire, but everything he just told you was false.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you gonna believe that shit. Why? Because he got fucking money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can't just sit there and believe everything that somebody pour into you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really. That's when your
Research.
your filter gotta come in. That's when you really gotta filter shit out. Like, okay, bet, is he really telling me the truth, or you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother podcast.
And we gonna do another one with y'all two for sure.
That's a whole nother.
But I gave Craig, like I said, we been going back and forth. I gave Craig the hot seat question, so I gotta give you the hot seat question.
Give him a good one, DP.
Bro, was Leonard 260, bro?
Oh!
Bro, was he at 260?
Hey, listen, this is probably. I'm gonna be real with you. This is probably the heaviest he went in. This is probably the heaviest he went in for sure. I can't lie about that. But ever since I know Leonard I always go in the camp heavy.
Yeah,
That's what he do.
yeah,
Coming out of camp though, he right.
you right, yeah.
That's the shit now. Now, going into 260, I think he really went in 260. That's probably the heaviest. The heaviest I seen was like 240 something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he probably did go in 260. He probably did. But one thing I know about him, from the time when he go way in, after that,
Once he there, he locked in.
yeah, he locked all the way in. So that 260 will probably be 230 By the time the season start, 235. You know what I'm saying? Nice, lean, big Leonard. You know what I'm saying? And Leonard ain't just really that big like how people think he is. People think Leonard just, no. Leonard, he down here, but he just, I don't know, bro. he not, I'm gonna say
His leg, he got big on legs.
Yeah, he not
got big on legs.
but he's not just stocky ass big like that.
Well, I know he wasn't because when I seen him with his shirt off, like he didn't have like no big old chest and nothing. Like it was legs, like, but like when I looked, I was like,
he a big
his
body.
shirt, like you see some cats like if y'all see my video on my high school kid that said sock, that's the sophomore. Like chest be like out there, right? Like Leonard ain't even like that. Like his chest more like here.
So many walls.
Like so yeah, I looked at him, Leonard ain't like that. He big down low for sure.
Leonard he just a big body. You know what I'm saying? And can run. He got some quick ass feet.
Yeah, I actually seen him like they had a video of him at camp running like a little one-on-one rap with the linebackers and ate that boy up. Feet sweet.
Leonard got some quick feet, boy. He got some quick feet. But he ain't had the best feet out of the training.
Who got the best feet?
I still say to this day, man, I still say to this day, that's my dog too. Kenneth Dixon, bro.
Bro, it's so crazy again. Guy that I trained back when I was getting going. Kenneth Dixon out of La Tech. My boy he was with the Ravens when I was there. And Kenneth was swole up like a little bowling ball too. Like he was dude, that dude worked hard, so we used to always be at the we used to be I used to take him to the hill all the time. We used to be in the sand pit all the time. Oh that's my boy Kenneth. Like that's a good dude. Like I like him.
Yeah, he a good dude. He just bro couldn't stay out of it. Well, he couldn't stay healthy. That little league probation.
Yeah.
Smoking weed and shit, So he was on that shit, then he got off, got hurt, then he got back on that shit, then he was healthy, then he got hurt again. Like that, but when I tell you, KD was good, bro.
No, he was really good, bro. Really good.
KD was good,
hands,
bro.
feet, like used to kill the drills in the sand.
KD was good, bro. He was good. KD had a natural bounce to him. Like a lot of these running backs, I be trying to, like, bro, you gotta.
Let me still.
Your whole body gotta be able to, like, we gotta be one of the most elusive people on the fucking field. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, as soon as we touch the ball, it's 11 people coming for us.
Trying to smack you.
Come on, fam, man. We touch the ball quick. It's not like they hide.
They see you. You see it, they see you got it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Receivers, they get the ball, it's like 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta worry about everybody.
Yeah.
As soon as we touch it, they slide and they coming. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, that's what KD could move, fam. When I tell you KD could move, bro. And I think when I had KD, bro, that was probably when I used to set up like the hardest drills.
Yeah.
Like right now, it ain't too hard, right? Like I know this past summer, I ain't make the drills too hard. I made it more so where we getting upfield. Like every move is we here, we can get there, but we gotta get back here quick. You know what I'm saying?
And a question for that is that the evolution of your training? As you've gotten better, you say, you know what? Harder drills don't equal game like, and it doesn't translate to production because it's like, I'm looking at the league and the best running backs are able to put their foot in the ground and get up the field. So is that was that one of the transitions of saying, you know what? I started it because when I started, it was everybody was on the footwork training, right? It was just everybody just, you know what I mean, doing anything, right? I never really just got so how I thought about it, because I never really just believed in like the footwork without getting where you need to be. But we knew that's what people like, so I told my brothers, you know what? We won't make our athletes do it. We'll do it, because we were just getting out of college. We'll do it and get the views and the likes to just get the attention, but we'll train the way we want to train more game like, because nobody was on game like training back then. It was like, that's not getting the ball. We was like, how about we just do the footwork and do all that, bring the attention to the page, but then post how we actually train. So is that like say the evolution of saying like let's get more off the field?
Yeah. You can say that. Cause
your growth.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my growth. Cause I said like this. When I first started, I still had the high school / college mindset of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, I had them boys out there moving how I moved in high school.
Yeah.
Shit, y'all niggas finna run like me. Shit.
Right. That's how I played. That's how I trained.
That's what I did.
It's a one size fit all.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I did.
Yeah, and this what y'all need though, cause I was a scat back.
Yeah.
I was more so of a scat back. I wasn't just no big ass running back.
Yeah.
I was more so of a scat back. Most of y'all are big backs.
Yeah.
Y'all need this shit. We know y'all gonna run niggas over.
Yeah.
Y'all need to me, cause these boys, come on now, they faster, and they bigger, and they stronger. So you niggas ain't finna come on, bro, you ain't finna run these boys over our game. You better make somebody miss. And you sure don't want to be taking these hits out. As much as you've been running, as much longer they been hit.
Yeah.
They been hitting 15 years, you've been running 15 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he a good tackler.
He done learn how to tackle.
Yeah. He a good tackler, goddamn. So and back then, I guess you can say that came with more so of the growth, being around the college athletes, being around more NFL athletes, and then actually knowing like the game changed. High school, we can do this. College, we do a little bit, but we gotta get somewhere. NFL,
You better get there or somebody like to run
yeah,
through.
you goddamn right. NFL, you better hurry up and you better make that move and get up that way, or they on your ass.
Yeah, let me tell you, even saying that is like the play that we seen on the other day with Zeke on when they was in that little scrimmage. He did that little step and then old boy coming from the back end, Chubb ran through him like, boys on the ends is not playing. Like you make any false move. Cause remember, cause when we're young, like I tell my linemen,
And about that run, that motherfucker. Cause I thought, man, god damn, he should have bounced back out.
Yeah.
He should have,
Get
like,
Get out.
when he caught it, when he got it,
Come on, 3.
what he should have did when I don't remember the run. I'm trying to think.
I put him on the spot.
Yeah, when he cause he bounced back this way.
yeah, cause the Chubb
So
came out.
when he got it and he bounced back, he should have and start running right back this way. Make sure chase.
He should have did what now?
You should have. As soon as you hop back, you supposed to put your foot right back in the ground and push back this way. That's what he should have did. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I feel him. Cause them motherfuckers should have let 55 come back there like that.
No, and the ball right in the back.
He was there quick.
Like as soon as my nigga cut back, he right there.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. What are y'all doing backside?
That was supposed to happen.
So what type of year do you see Zeke having this year?
He
He gonna look like old Zeke or is he gonna look like old Zeke?
Working towards
What you gonna look like, an old Zeke or an old Zeke?
my boy stay healthy. I think he'll stay healthy this year. But I think he'll stay healthy this year.
Over under on it's 17 games, so I gotta say
I see him over 12.
12.
I see him over 12, probably 13.
Okay, hey, that's a really good year.
Yeah, I
Because
see.
he been one day he averaged like 55 last year.
Yeah.
So over was 55. Dang, like that's a lot of yards.
He can get 1,200, 1,300. You know what I'm saying?
Why Tony Pollard in there?
like
TP,
TP.
see, it's, yeah, I love TP too.
Come on.
I love TP too, but I can't. And I told TP this my goddamn self. I remember we was at Zeke's birthday party.
Yeah.
I said, bro, I can't put you back there all 4 quarters.
Yeah.
So block for my quarterbacks and run.
Yeah.
You don't get me wrong. You tough. I know you tough.
Yeah.
And you bigger than what people think you is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? TP like 210, 215. You know what I'm saying? He bigger than what people think he is. But your body type just not.
Yeah, it's still like a up and down. Like it ain't a bowling ball. Like it's not like a
Your body type not
Kobe
made
for
for
the
that.
Bears, like little stocky balls or
Yeah, your body type not made for that. So I wouldn't even want to see you in that position to be doing
Because cats, we talked about it online about how cats really don't be respecting Zeke on this blocking. That boy passed
Man, bro,
for
listen, bro. This past year was his best blocking season ever. I did not see not one linebacker or lineman get through and made a sack on that because of him.
Yeah, no, Zeke been blocking, bro. And that's what I actually like because when you think about it, Zeke been getting dogged for the last few years because the stats been right, doing what they do. It just is what it is. and he got the money. But you would see most guys like that take off in that. That dude takes pride in his blocking.
Yes.
And that's what I respect because think about it. I'm not rushing for the 100 yards a game like I was. Y'all talking bad about me. I got my money.
He fucking.
But that boy be, bro,
he love
puts
football.
that respect in.
He love that.
That's what I was
He
gonna say.
love
I think the thing is, it's his
He
brother
love
back
that.
there. You know,
Yeah.
you want to protect
That's
your
one
brother.
thing. That's one thing I do know.
That's pride.
I can't speak on all these other running backs on how they interact with their quarterback. But I know they're about 21-4.
They
Them,
love each
them boys like brothers. You know what I'm saying? So I know Zeke is not. Hell nah.
He gonna put the
Yeah, he gonna sacrifice for
Yeah,
for
you're
folks.
not fucking before.
He gonna sacrifice for
I like that. And so I asked him about and that's not who I would even say cares about the most, but that's more of his highest, or like person, especially out here in Dallas, obviously highest rated
But
person.
TP, don't get me wrong. And TP can put up 1,000 easy for shit show.
Yeah, he just gotta get the touches and he gonna do
He's
it.
not gonna get them touches like he
Yeah.
wants to though. For number one, they gotta pay him the most money this year.
Yeah.
So he for shit show can get his touches 21.
But like I said, it's been 3-4 years and he's still the highest paid.
Yeah, so he gonna get his touches, bro. It's just TP when he touches, he gotta go off.
He got-
And he do be balling. That's what be making me mad
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's like TP touches like and he get like 15 yards every time he
Yeah.
get the ball. It's like
He's so quick. TP so quick and shifty.
He get more. Like,
He's so quick and shifty, bro. It can get cause it don't look like it. It don't look like it until it's right in front of your motherfucking face.
yeah.
yeah.
It don't look like it, but like when we see it from film, like from game view, it don't just look like it. It's like making a rip. But him in front of your face when he got a little, and that whole it's so quick, bro.
Working with people, that's what I said. They see game day. Yeah, he's running fast move. But me training, like that's because I work with Taylor Gabriel and King Grant.
That motherfucker, that's so.
Bro, I'm like,
Oh.
y'all see that? Like we doing pat and go, ready to go. But you 40 yards on the jogging. So like I tell people, bro, in person, but it's a different story.
Different.
Like it's
Let's be honest, it was different watching him up close in a game compared to watching just a TV or Randy Moss.
Bro,
Like,
Deion, bro.
Enzo.
Bro, I remember we was at Deion's house, bro.
Trying to go over the whole shit.
This was, bro, he had to been like 36. Yeah. This was like my sophomore year. This was my junior year. No. He was with the Ravens. He had already, this was like right before he was actually finna go to camp type shit. But we in the backyard, we in his backyard, bro. Bro, this man, bro, how you see him run, that's how he run, bro.
yeah.
Like, it's just, like, that stride you see,
Yeah.
that's really how he run.
Yeah.
It ain't no, bro. He really run like that, bro. But long story short, we in the back, it's me, little Deion Noel, bro. He lined us up. I remember, he lined us up.
Yeah.
He said, all right, we can race a little bit. We can go like 15, 20, you know what I'm saying? I tell you, man, this man's first 3 steps, that man is fast, bro. Like, Deion's, the way he run, he gifted. Lord bless that man.
Yeah.
Because the way he run, you wouldn't think with his form and the way he run, hell no, you can't be that fast.
Okay.
But that man, like, literally, and it's like he's floating, like, he just, it's like that man floating, man, but that man is fast, bro. I think he's still halfway fast, if he wanted to be.
Probably so. Like
Lost
you just hey, he said he was 8 toes down. Yeah, 8 toes
He
down.
lost a few toes, but I think he still can scoot a little bit.
Yeah, no, he probably like how Vic still be running fast and Daryl Green and all them boys. I ain't fast as I was, but for that age, I'm still super fast.
Real tough.
No, that's crazy. So we talked about, like I said, Zeke and some of them boys. But like I said, I want to go back to you of what do you think the season will be like for who you, from what I perceive, and then I think you would agree with the person that you most invested in right now, Jimmy.
Yeah.
He's at WT White now, right?
Yeah, he's a
See why.
How do you feel, my man?
Jimmy, WT White?
He went from HP.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a whole like 360 and 180 HP to WT. That's where Terrence Williams for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I already
so we
know.
played WT. And they, when I say they was like one, it was Sunset, Molina, and WT White. You know how bad them schools are. Like,
Was Leon Patton over there when you played?
I don't think so. But WT, I don't know if they
Bro,
got
they had a
better.
running back. They had a running back. Bro, Leon Patton, bro. He went to Kansas State.
Yeah, he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
Matter of fact, I was supposed to go to Kansas State with Leon. You know what I'm saying? This when Darren Sproles was leaving. This was Darren Sproles last year at K-State. He was leaving. I just got thrown. But Leon there, bro, legit ran a legit 4-2. And he was in the backfield at WT White. Ran a 4-2, ran like a 4-2-8. Legit. Bro, got to Kansas State, fam. His freshman year, his sophomore year, toward ACL. Bro, he went from a 4-2 to like a 4-5.
That hurts.
I don't know what they did to my board recovery up there or whatever, but he went from like 4-2 to a 4-5, bro. And that hurt. That hurt. That 4-2 saved him. You know what I'm saying? But he went from a 4-2 to like a 4-5. That hurt.
Speaking of injuries, man, Jakeem.
That hurt. Like, so crazy, man. That's one of our guys. Mesquite boy. He tore his Achilles, right? His Achilles, yeah. But Mesquite boy, I went to North. Well, we went to North. He was at Horn. Corey Shepard, you know.
Corey.
Yeah. Corey out there. So that's my little brother. He came to KU with me. I got him to decommit from Iowa. Like, bro, you're a wide receiver. What the hell are you going to Iowa?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you 5, whatever. The Corey might be 5'11". He'll tell you probably
Same thing. Brady Boyd goes to Minnesota. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, like, I see you posting the day at Tech. But yeah, like I said, that's why we actually got Dylan out of there. Like, wasn't going right. Fleck didn't like the vibes. Like, bro, like, I told him about that in the beginning. Like, there's certain schools, the bigger name don't mean nothing, bro. You have to have a fit, bro. But let's get to the boy,
like Luke Grayson.
Jimmy. What you think he gonna do over there at WT this year? Because I want him to do good, man. Because like I said, I don't know the kid. I'm going to meet him here soon. I got to.
Absolutely.
Because this my guy, and I've only talked to him online a couple of times over his videos, but he seemed like a great kid.
Yeah, he is. He's a great kid. Shit, I think he's gonna have a real good team, to be honest.
The way he's out there. I see
He's
him
gonna-
smooth.
he's
He
gonna
got
get
the
loose. And the crazy thing
Jimmy
about
gonna get over.
him and his quarterback have been working on something too. So they got chemistry. You know, the thing was like we didn't know where he was really gonna be. You know, he's had to jump through a lot of loopholes. He's got a crazy story.
Yeah.
And so it's only gonna get crazier because of all the things that he's been through, all the roadblocks that he's hit along the way. And when he gets to do what he does, it's just gonna be special. So watching him, and you know, there's a bunch of people. Shit, Reese Fountain.
Yeah.
That boy's gonna have a big year. I'm excited for him.
Reese.
Tread, but everybody, man. Eric is a comma.
Okay.
Dolphins, good.
Yeah.
Gracious, watch out for that guy. That motherfucker can ball.
Yeah.
That motherfucker can ball. So you know, there's a lot.
Jimmy, we watching the Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Root for
Ready
And I
for
say
his
you going to the game tomorrow, right? Who do they got? Who
They got a scrimmage. They got a scrimmage tomorrow. So I don't
Okay.
know who they have exactly, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna be there 7 o'clock.
Got you. Like I said, man.
That's the boy.
I just love, man, what this podcast was tonight. That's why I knew. I was like, man, I gotta have them both on.
Yeah.
I gotta have them both on. I gotta get the stories. I gotta see, like, you know, where it started and everything else. I knew both of y'all, you were excited, and the reason I knew, like you had hit me back up yesterday to see about tomorrow.
Yeah.
We talked about a week ago. My man, though, it was just hard to get a hold of it with him because he like, yeah, I be going to bed at 8 o'clock.
I know.
Like,
I was like, I get up at 3 in the morning.
I was like, man, let me hit DP. I'm off this week, so let me hit him, see what we can do.
The craziest thing was, I'll tell you a quick story real quick. So last year, I think it was my birthday, wasn't it? Was it my birthday you came to? So we did a 2 live session on a Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually my birthday.
Yeah, it was your birthday.
So, you know, I've been bugging Josh, like, man, you just gotta come out, you just gotta pull up and see what it's like you just gotta come catch a vibe, right? He's like, yeah, but I go to bed at like 7:30. I'm like, God damn.
What?
Like right now.
I'm still. That boy about to
It's already on, do not disturb.
I'll be asleep.
But so that night, right, like Jordan showed up, J. Lou showed up, Chido Uzier showed up, Noah's there, Lance is there, everybody's there. And then I see Josh walk in. I turned around, I was like, oh shit, I know it's gonna be a good night now.
Yeah.
This motherfucker walked in the door. So, man, I just remember seeing him. I was like, man, that's love right there.
Yeah, so I know it's gonna be good because we hit up people, and most people are definitely excited to be on, but then there's people that make sure they want to get on. Right, we've been going back and forth trying to get you on.
I just had a baby.
Congrats. Like I said, stuff happens, and like I said, you know me, no, and then even the second time I was like, nah, bro, you over there with the family, y'all, nah, bro, we'll get it. So then I hit you up today, and you was ready to roll. Like I said, he like, I go to bed at 8 o'clock, I wake up at 3 a.m. I'm like, oh, think we do podcasts before 7 a.m. bro. I'm like, when we can do it? Like, it gotta be early. I'm like, when you wake up, he's about 3. I'm like, well, we ain't gonna let you. So yeah, so then, but I knew he wouldn't be on because we had did that a week and we hadn't discussed it for, it wasn't long, but it was a week. He hit me up and said, DP, I'm off this week, what can we do? Yeah. So I was like, bet. And I was like, man, Craig excited too. I gotta get him both because when you had that excitement, I knew we was gonna get an episode like this. So man, I appreciate y'all boys for showing up, showing out the realness, the vulnerability, like the gems, the shout outs, the inside stories of just everything, bro, because I think the more we share, the more real we are, the more we're gonna grow, but the people around us, like you talk about, are gonna grow because I think the biggest thing, who was it? Our Najee Harris was talking about that on the pivot. He was like, the lady was like, he said something, he's like, yeah, Miss Angeline, you don't want me to say certain things during interviews. And then, you know, Fred was like, you know, they just trying to protect you, they don't want you saying nothing too crazy. But he said, I feel like basically that's a disservice to the young kids because they look up to us. And if I always say politically correct things, they'll never know that, oh, it's all right for me to mess up because I seen my hero mess up before too. He's like, I'm not gonna go out and say something just out of think blatantly, but he's like, but if I don't keep it real and I'm not myself, what's that telling the kid? Never be yourself or you can't.
And now you one of them athletes to where, one of them NFL players for sure, to where his story need to be heard.
Y'all too, like every time I hear it, I love it.
Draft part like that.
His story need to be heard. Cause Najee came from nothing, bro.
Bro, homeless shelters and everything else.
His story needs to be heard. Even you being able to just go through that bullshit there and able to continue to, bro. Cause going through that, bro, your mom probably ain't even on sports like that, or it probably, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, like you probably going to sleep thinking about the next dollar or how we gonna survive for this next day. This man getting up playing sports, high school, college, like, and he already, by the time he get to college, he already know what the goal is anyway. But even just going through high school and still having to go back and do that bullshit, you know what I'm saying, bro? His story gotta be heard. He need to tell it every time he get a chance. I'm sure tell mine.
Facts, and that's why, like I said, when you were telling it, I'm like, if he take the next 30 minutes, you got to, because it resonates with me because I seen guys that I cared about that were elite of elite not come out on the side that you were on now. Seen them go in, come out, go back in.
Exactly.
Come out, go back in until now it's done. Done. So that's why I'm like, you gotta tell that story because there's not only gonna be a kid like you, there's gonna be a kid way better than you could ever thought about being that you will impact. Not only have you met already, but you will continue to impact one, and adds into a lot and say, you know what? I literally can be worth $500 million or $1 billion. But if I wouldn't have heard that story, I'd have been in jail. Because I was doing what he was doing.
Exactly.
So now not only is my kids good, my wife good, they kids is good. All from a story of I heard that was like, if I do this, this is where it's gonna land me.
Yeah, that light spreads.
Exactly. So man, like, and that's just so real. And then your story of being, if you were real, it wasn't, you're 37 now, right? He was like, it was 2 years ago, I was 35. Whatever. So most people like don't think after 25, 30, like, oh, I can't do nothing that's meaningful. I'm old now, right? Like in the bit of the mindset of like doing something that's meaningful in the world other than working. 35, and look what you created from there to now. You still have a whole nother life to live at that. So that's just real because most people think, oh, if I ain't made $1 million, I'm a millionaire because in this day and age, by 25, because these TikToks and YouTube and 8-year-olds making $20 million, I'm 30, I can't do nothing now. I should have been a millionaire. So just to see that part of it, because that's Kevin Hart too. He was 33, 34, working at a shoe store, and then 3 years later, he made $60 million in a year.
Yeah.
So just to hear that part of like, no, I was just going around trying to find it, and it took me till 35 to find it. But now that I done found it,
it's like it's one of those things where you can't really. Only God knows like when you're gonna find your true purpose, right?
Yeah.
So at some point we're all kind of searching for that purpose. And some people may find it early in life, and some people find it later in life. But I think every story is unique, and this is kind of a perfect example of it. Like everybody has a different past. Everybody's story started somewhere different. So it's never gonna look the same. It could never look the same. Your eyes have seen different things than I've ever seen. Your eyes have seen things that I haven't seen. So you can't look at something from the same way that I see it. We can look at the same picture, and we're gonna see two different perspectives. And there's no way around it. It's always gonna be that forever and ever and ever. So, understanding that whatever your path is, whatever your role is supposed to be in the world, if you haven't found it yet, it's not over. Something along the line, some door is gonna open, some introduction is gonna be made, and that's one of the big things for me is like, I try to introduce anybody and everybody I can to an opportunity. So if I have an opportunity to introduce somebody that I think like, hey, this person might be able to help you in one way or the other, whatever, if it's football, not football, whatever, if I've got an opportunity to make your life better by introducing you to somebody, why wouldn't I do it? That's what I was called to do. Facts. My calling is to help you get better, help you get where you need to be. So if I know somebody, like, again, we'll go back to Jimmy, I know he knows how to catch the ball. I know he knows how to run routes. I know he's going to continue to do that. But I know that 3 has a completely different style of how he's going to move after he catches the rock. Why not?
Why not?
So it was a no-brainer for me. Like, yo, and I told him, I'm like, bro, I got to get Jimmy with you. I got to get Jimmy with you because I want to make sure that after he gets the rock, he knows how to get away with it.
That's like with my boy James Hart too.
And why not feed each other? Why are we not helping each other grow? Why are we not taking care of each other? Two is the same situation.
That's like
he needs one opportunity.
What he was saying was like with you, just because like on that goal to success, on that road to success, just because I got to take a detour through the alley don't mean I'm gonna get back on that same street.
Right.
That's why he was talking about it. It's just like saying, especially hearing your story. Like I followed you and stuff, but like I personally appreciate you allowing us to hear your story, bro. Like
real shit.
I'm 30 years old, but just hearing that now, bro, it's like, in my mindset, it's like, bro, like, I still got time, I can accomplish many goals that I have. Like I appreciate you for that.
And not only, and it's the way you told it too, because you wore the story as a badge of honor to where you got. But you didn't wear the story as the badge of honor like how most cats do it. Like, oh, I'm big, I'm bad, I done been through this, I done been to the pink. Like, you wore it as like, no, like, I'm excited to tell you because without this, I don't get there. Most people tell it the other way. I'm like, oh, I want you to hear this story because I want you to think I'm some type of dude that's like that. You told it to like, no, like, there was still excitement. Obviously, it was a crazy situation in your life, but he told it like, you were excited to tell it because you're like, without that, I'm not sitting in this chair with y'all. So, man, like, so we can go for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. But, man, like, I appreciate y'all 100%. Like, man, pulling up, doing y'all's thing. Like I said, it is what it is. Best podcast we done had by far. Longest podcast by far. I'm literally back in the bed playing Call of Duty by this time. I know you tired over there. But no, man, like before even next fall gets out, but like when we all the way back live with 2 Live after the season and everybody's back in the lab, we out there, we bringing the cameras. Oh yeah. You've been on a destroying video. We about to light it up out there. I'm coming out there to your stuff if you allow us, and we light it up. But like I said, so that's always been my thing. Like I think I've always been like one of the first to kind of always like trainers to like always hit a new lane. Like first to jump on like really out in this area when Instagram had the videos, then the merge, then like I did the virtual trainer like okay, I try to branch out and kind of be like, let's bring stuff together. I already talked to I talked to D-Rob, he gonna come on here as well. So I always try to be like somebody that jumps out there and like, let's bring this together. So, hey, as soon as we get back rolling, we pulling up, trying to get multiple sessions. That's just gonna blow you up, gonna blow what we got going on YouTube up, get to your stuff. Like I said, it's just gonna be good episodes. Bro, I think nobody is doing it, just from pure, it's Texas, so it's just football here, right? And we're just great at it. It's Texas and it's Dallas, so it's bigger than what everybody else is doing. But regardless of that, I don't think there's another state that has what we got going. And I'm talking about state that we have just in the city of Dallas, let alone going up to Houston and all that, but just as a collective of elite. Like everybody knows DP, 2 Live, 3Hunnid, D-Rob, Clay Mack around the country, around the world. Yeah. If we pull this together, like we're trying to do in Dallas, like literally, like there's no other state that can mess with us. Florida got their thing. I love Gold Feet out there. Cali got their stuff, but there's no place like Dallas. Like I said, Florida got one here, there, Cali got one here. Dallas, we just right here all 20 minutes away from each other. We can take this show on the road and literally put on a circus. Yeah. So that's what I want to do. Get people in here. Obviously, y'all know each other, but like connect. Then it's like, hey, Craig, pull back up, and I know you ain't met such and such trainer. Hey, you pull up, and then by the time we do it, we all frequent each other's stuff, and you're like, you know what? I don't know why it took this long, but 8 of us, we about to hit this road. This about to look like the N1 mixtape tour.
What have I been trying to do?
Yeah. This about to look like the N1 mixtape tour. We going city to city.
Talk offline because I got a lot of things going on. I'm like, you understand.
We taking this like N1 mixtape. We hitting city to city to city to city, and we about to go crazy. So we all have the same ideas. It's just gonna take a couple of us to say, you know what?
Let's do it.
Egos aside, stop talking, and let's go.
And that's
I'm gonna tell you.
And that's cool. But that's why you sitting here. That's why you sitting here. That's why I have other people sitting here, because they're not in the hating crew. And it's time to roll. If you don't want to be a part of it, cool. I can find another guy to replace you. But the guys that want to be a part of it, we about to do something great for the city of Dallas. And then we about to take this around the world. We can literally get this around the world with what the people we got here in the brand.
Chess always got to be number one.
We all can do something big on our own.
Right.
So if I get 8 people, we got somebody that's doing quarterbacks, receivers, running backs, tight end. And we doing, bro, come on, man.
I don't have a problem being.
The one more rep, one more thinking by Ed Milet.
Love him.
And he talks about being a one more multiplier, right? So one more multiplier is where you and I can be great as individuals, but when we come together, 1 + 1 isn't 2 anymore. 1 + 1 is 3.
Yeah.
We both make each other better.
Exactly.
We bring the best out of each other. And so, you know, I've been trying to get as many people together, but you know, I got labeled. Some people thought I was just bringing other trainers in from other states or something. I don't know.
It is what it is. Like, people gonna do that. Like, people gonna say something about me. People gonna say something about him, you. All it is once again, like it goes all the way back to our athletes. I can believe in you, but it only matters what you believe in you. You know what you're doing. You know your heart. You know this and that. And at the end of the day, we know what we're trying to do. Y'all wouldn't be sitting in these chairs if I didn't think there was an opportunity to grow. If I didn't think y'all were going to bring value to not only the viewers, but to myself. Like, to see what y'all are doing, and like I said, that's my biggest thing. That's why we were able to build like we were with our brand, because we never thought we were too good to learn anybody.
Right.
So just sitting here with y'all, like, I tell people selfishly, I do this for me as well, just to be able to sit around other great minds. Like, dang, every week I'm just listening to dudes that are amazing at their craft, and I'm damn good as well. But when I listen to them, I gotta do more. I gotta do more.
300 start talking about shit.
But yeah, man, like I said, we can keep going, keep going. I want to thank y'all boys, man.
And thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Great opportunity.